You can see it from here.
Oh, what a MNN.
Hey, don't worry about that.
Don't look
I
at
won't
it.
worry about that.
Don't look at it, or it's gonna get you.
Oh, it's gonna get me, huh?
Hmm.
Can't get me
Gonna get
harder than
ya.
racism.
It'd be fucking wild if that building could just move over here.
I'm sorry. Did you say can't get you harder than racism?
That's what he said. I ignored it.
That's what he said.
Yeah, just ignore it. Are we in for Decimoto to show up here, or are you going to start
No,
the
we could
episode?
start. We could start.
Alrighty. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of Crafting a Chat. Uh, it is September, yeah, August 20th. I don't know what month I thought I was in. August 20th, 2024. I am joined by my lovely cast here, Adam, Kevin, myself, Genesis. Doesn't know be late as usual. Gentlemen, how we all feeling? It's Gamescom day today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Alrighty. I'm sure a couple announcements happened today. I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But as we usually start the episode, gentlemen, what did we all play last week? I can go first if you guys don't mind.
I do mind, but go first
Oh,
anyway.
all right. I mean, okay.
Oh, my
So
knee.
the fucking knees. I played Remnant 2 with my best buddy, old Kevin, old pal, old fucking fart over
Oh
there,
my
Kevin.
god, I'm your best buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've been having a grand old time in Remnant 2, just dying against that fucking dragon at the end. Oh my god, we gotta fix him. I gotta fix my build. I gotta be more useful too.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
you gotta
dying
fix your build again.
again for the 18th billionth time. Um, I want to say I probably played one day Stellar Blade. Probably, I'm assuming. I think I played some Helldivers this week as well with my good old buddy Adam. Um, and what do we call him this week? Uh,
Christo.
Christoph. Yeah, Christoph. Um, and Kat, I believe, played with us as well. Um, I watched X-Men '97 this week, all the episodes. I watched Has Been Hotel this week, all the episodes. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. I'll give my thoughts about that later on in the episode as a separate little thing. I'll do my own little thing and kind of give my thoughts. I'm sure Adam will chime in with stuff about X Men '97, and Kevin will chime in about stuff with Has Been Hotel and all that. But yeah, that was my week. Adam, what'd you do?
Skip me for a second.
All right, Kevin, what'd you do?
Uh, uh, fill time.
Okay, all right. Well, some news came out today from Gamescom. Obviously, Indiana Jones coming to PlayStation 5 next spring. What a turn of events this has been for the Indiana Jones game. Originally revealed as this world premiere Xbox exclusive, now only a timed exclusive coming to Xbox and now coming to PlayStation 5. So fuck you, Xbox people. You all have a shitty console anyway, and you don't deserve any good games as it is. So just give us your shit, and you're not gonna get anything in return because you're never gonna get Stellar Blade. You're not gonna get FF16. You're not gonna get FF7. I'll tell you that much. Um, so yeah, get fucked, Xbox, and anybody who buys their fucking products. Fuck all y'all. Um, in other news,
Okay, I'm back.
Borderlands 4. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Sorry, I had to watch a Delta Force thing because I didn't realize Delta Force is at Gamescom. A lot of stuff there. We'll get to that later. So I played Delta Force this week. Still great. They added in control, kind of, or Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Control from Battlefield, the game type where you just hold points and get good points. Yeah. I was thinking you take away tickets from Battlefield, but this is getting points.
I
Um,
get points.
it's really
Yes,
fun.
welcome, cat.
Works out really well. Vehicles are still incredibly balanced. Good job. This is just this game continues to just take EA Dice and freaking put them over the rake. The rake?
Wow.
No, the rack. The rack. That's the
Oh,
word.
put him over the rail, maybe?
No, rack. The rack.
Maybe hang him
The
over the
medieval
rail
torture
and
device.
fuck him from behind? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
say?
maybe that too. Sure, sure.
Okay.
Um, because I don't know, man. It's just so good. It's so good. Um, but yeah, playing the they call it King of the Hill, but it's basically like domination or control or whatever you want to call it. Um,
Whoa, Bobby.
playing that game mode's really fun. Thank you. I played some Remnant 2 with Genesis over here. Uh, what else did I play? No. I played Spectre Divide. Played a match of that just to get a feel for what that game's gonna be like. Um, get hype. That game's actually really interesting and really good. Hopefully, somehow, some way that finds its way to consoles. Um, I don't know if it's supposed to be free to play. I would assume it is, but I don't know if there's even like been an announcement about that. Shroud is helping with the game. He's not really a software developer, so I don't want to say he's developing the game, but like I would say probably in part funding it and being like the project lead of sorts on it. Um, it is a 3v3 tactical shooter, sort of. Um, the 3v3 game, but it's actually 6v6. So there's 3 players on each team, but you have 6 characters on each team. Every player has control over their character and a specter, and you can alternate between your character and your specter at will. And you can throw out a little puck thing that calls whatever body you're not in, aka your specter, calls that to the puck, and it kind of like moves from wherever it is to the new location in like a little electrocute thing that goes across the ground. Um, which people can see. So they can see when you're repositioning your Spectre if they get a chance to like catch that in their view. It is a very interesting first-person shooter because it's not unlike the game that Shroud got known for, Counter Strike. Um, it's not a Twitch shoot. Well, I guess it kind of is a Twitch shooter, but what isn't? Um, but it's more casual in terms of gunplay with enough recoil to like make it where you can't just stay pinpoint accurate on people. Um, but with much greater emphasis on tactical team play and discussing what your plan is. Which is really the only reason why I played just a single match of it because I didn't have anybody else to play with. And this is definitely a game that is going to be a lot better for most people if you're playing with at least one other friend that you can talk to and communicate and like fully communicate with because you could get some wild shit going on in this. What's really cool is when you throw out your Spectre, and they're well, as soon as like the Spectre is set up anywhere, it kind of just sits there. It's a full character, NPC model, whatever you want to call it. It's something you can shoot at, you can kill it. Um, but as it's active and you're not in that body, you get um, alerts that if there's enemies nearby and your specter hears them, you'll get an alert for that. If they get dangerously close, you get a different alert for that, and then you get an alert for if you're actually being shot at. Um, and that can indicate if you want to switch to the body, or you don't have to switch to the body, and you can use it to bait people out and shoot from a different angle, or you can do both of those things, or you can throw a smoke grenade, and then while the smoke grenade is out, throw your puck inside of the smoke grenade, and then switch to the specter you just put in the smoke grenade, and when the smoke grenade goes away, you just start shooting people. There's all kinds of crazy shit you can do in this game. Um, you can have your specter finish planning a bomb as well. So if you start planning a bomb and you switch bodies, your Spectre will continue to plant the bomb until it is fully completed. Uh, and lots of little things like that. It's very very high skill ceiling while being a very accessible first person shooter that anyone can effectively play and do well in, which is very interesting. It basically marries the concept of like Call of Duty without the crazy ass like slide canceling and freaking diving to the ground and shooting and all sort of stupid bullshit because movement is like very slow and very methodical. Um, but it marries like the entry level ish of Call of Duty and the high skill ceiling of a game like Valorant or Counter Strike. Highly recommend. Hopefully, it's coming to console. If it is, Genesis, you got to try it. Adam, don't know if it's a game for you, but maybe. And that's all I played.
Kevin, what was the name of the game you were just talking about again? Somebody in the comments
Spectre,
was asking.
Spectre Divide.
Spectre Divide Dirt Pikachu. There you go. That's the name of it. It's not R6. It's not Rainbow Six. All right, Adam, you're up.
Oh boy, what did I do? That's a great question. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you given me time to talk about what I've been playing. I did play a little bit of Helldivers 2 with a couple people, you included, Genesis. Had some fun in that. Kat, I think you're here. Had some fun in that too with you, I'm pretty sure, over the weekend. Then I got real tired and left. Um, I platinumed 60 Words, the Paugi game that Kevin and I were playing. Cause
Oh, nice, nice.
yeah, the rest of the trophies were like find this word 3 times. So I had to go into certain puzzles and just find that word and then leave. So I was like, I don't need Kevin for this. Um, yeah. So I played that. That was fun. Big good times. Love a love a love a platinum. Number 149, if anyone's curious.
Ooh.
Um,
Congratulations, number 149.
Thank you, thank you. Played some Minecraft earlier in the week, and then I just played some Minecraft with Kevin just now. Just building some
Mm-hmm.
stuff. You'll see later. And then I got back into Dreams because I told Genesis a long time ago I wanted to get back into Dreams, and I actually got back into it. Um, I got every trophy except one, where you have to level up to level 30. In Dreams, how leveling works is you literally play, create, literally do anything, you get XP, but it takes a while. There's some DLC trophies, and if I complete the DLC, that should like gain me a level. But I still have like I don't even know. Like I've seen estimates of people the last 5 levels because I'm at level 25 and I need to be 30. And the last 5 levels, some people are like, oh, it takes like 20, 30 hours to just go up to level 30. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true. Um, I feel like I've leveled up in like a few hours of gameplay before, so I think it'll take me like 15 if I'm honest. So that'll be fun. Um, Good game. Very sad PlayStation didn't capitalize on this game as much as they should have. But that's I could write an essay about that. What else did I do? I think that's it with playing. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Movies. I watched 2 movies. First I watched Love Is Blind UK. I won't talk about it because Genesis is still catching up. So when he catches up and probably finishes. Honestly, we'll just talk about the season. Because I think
Okay, baby.
it ends tomorrow. Because
Yeah, I haven't. I have to catch up with that.
yeah, that's fine. Um, and then the movies I watched Twisters. Kind of wish Destinoto was here because he recently rewatched Twister, the 1996 film, I believe. I recently rewatched it too because this Twisters. It's not a direct sequel. It's not a reboot either. It references the first in very little. Like it's not like a complete like it has like one or two things where you're like, oh yeah, I remember the first, but there's no character that comes back. There's nothing like that. So, and it seemed like it was trying to capture the magic of the first, and I just there's a fun chaos. If you've ever seen the movie Twister, Kevin, have you seen Twister? Seems like a movie you would have seen.
A while ago. I remember nothing.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, it's like it's a fun chaos. You're constantly moving, going from storm to storm. It's kind of crazy. This one, there are storms they go to, kind of boring. Special effects look good, and I liked the actors in it. The characters. I did not care for the story that they were telling. I did not care for how they represented like the storms in some scenes. I'm like, this is kind of boring. Like
Mm.
I really wanted to like it. I really, really wanted to like it. And I was so excited that it was coming out that I actually rewatched Twister that I haven't seen in years. And I had such a fondness. I didn't even realize how much I love that movie. That first Twister movie is so good. It still holds up. Some of the effects are kind of dated, but honestly, it still holds up. It's got better scenes than the new one, which is wild considering they're like 30 years apart. But like I don't know, there's something about like I said, fun chaos is what that first movie is. The second one is like some chaos, barely any fun. Um but yeah, disappointed with that. A movie I was pleasantly surprised with, The Creator, the one with John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son. He plays a soldier who is um, in the fight against AI and machines. AI and machines just want to be like considered as a people, but the U.S. has declared war on machines, um, and he's tasked with going to destroy a super weapon that they've created, and he finds the super weapon, and the super weapon is a child, like a machine child, and he's like,
Oh.
"Oh shit, he's got to figure it out." There's more to the story than that, but I don't want to give away too much. It's on Hulu. It's about 2 hours long. It was made on a budget of around $80 million, and I like to point that out in movies nowadays, especially because there are so many movies that come out, and it's like, this movie looks like garbage, and it came out, and then you find out it was made for how much? I'm sorry.
Mhm. Mhm.
$300 million went into Secret Invasion, the TV show, and that looked terrible 90% of the time. This movie's made for 80, looks fantastic. It looks really
Hmm.
good. It's like a grounded, kind of like a grounded, futuristic uh, AI machine world. It's just really cool. Like just the special effects are really good. Um, the story is, I wouldn't say the story is phenomenal, but it was good. I enjoyed it. There was a couple twists and turns. I would say mostly predictable, but still like, okay, all right. Like there's story beats that happen where I don't know if they earn them, but I would say I still like them. Um, just overall, I really enjoyed that movie. It was a pleasant surprise. I was looking forward to it when it first came out. I That was one where I was like, oh, maybe I'll head to the theater for it. I just never got a chance to, and then when it came out on Hulu, I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch that. And my expectations were still kind of high for it. It still exceeded them. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. Not again, not my favorite sci-fi movie I've ever seen, or probably not even in the top 10, but an enjoyable watch. I would watch it again. So, The Creator, highly recommend. Twisters, don't recommend. Don't see that. It's bad.
Hmm.
Um,
All right. All right.
I think that's all I've played and watched and done. So, yeah, that's it.
Cool. Desinoto's not here, so we're gonna keep moving forward. Um,
Did you ask Cat
do
what he did?
we? Oh, I'm sorry, Cat. What'd you do?
Good lord.
I forgot he's here.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Are you going to New York? Hmm. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Genesis just mentioned that Dustin Noto was gone, so I figured you would go too.
No, we're just leaving him home.
Care to mention what the mask is? Like, what character you're gonna be, or? Oh, that's
Ooh.
cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, everyone there is like super friendly usually. So, yeah, I mean, you go there, it's just a bunch of nerds. You know what I mean? So they'll like it, I'm sure. Yeah. No, yeah, I promise you'll run into a Spider-Man or two. You might even run into another Venom. Honestly, be ready to fight a Spider-Man. That might happen. That might happen. Is Desunoto going as Mary Jane?
He's
Oh my
going as
God.
Rhino.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a response where I don't know if that's real or fake. You know what I mean? Like I could see him like being like, "Hey, I'm buff now. I could be Rhino," but also I could see him. Kevin just flew away. I could see him being like, "What? Why would I be Rhino?" I honestly don't know if you're lying to me. We'll never know. Oh no, you can tell us. Kevin, where did you go?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. You gotta hurry up if you want to overtake me, though. It's real hard once you get up there, isn't it? It's real. Yeah. Yeah, it's real difficult. I'm shocked when they increased the level cap and like 2 weeks later, people were already at the level cap of 150, and it's like, what are you doing? How did you even? What does that even mean? You're hacking, hacking,
Maybe.
he's whacking, he's slacking.
Oh. 50,
Um,
right?
No, it was 50 before.
was it 50 before?
It was 50, yeah. We all reached over 50 pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, it was 50.
Yeah,
God,
it was 50.
wow, wow.
And then they raised it 100 levels. 100 levels later, here we are.
Gotta raise it
Killing
again.
ourselves over fucking samples and getting raped in the ass.
Oh, I love it.
All right, don't say that. We're still
I
early in
mean,
the
yeah,
podcast. It's too early
Oh,
to announce
sorry.
your love for anything, Kevin.
You're right.
Thank you.
yeah. Next time, watch what you say, Kevin.
It's hard to do. I can't see my mouth.
Really? I can see mine.
Mm, no.
Is that weird?
Nah, his eyeballs fell out of his head. He can't see it.
Okay.
Eyeballs are too recessed in.
Yeah, he watches too much hentai.
I
What?
don't think that would recess your eyeballs because Destinota's eyes always be popping out. You know what I mean?
That's because he's watching that quality shit, the Boku no Pico shit, you know.
The what?
Don't mention that title.
Kevin, you should look it up. Kevin, look it
Kevin,
up.
don't look it up. Kevin, I
Kevin, look it
promise
up.
you.
Do a
Kevin,
quick
I've
Google
watched it
search
enough
on
for
that.
both of us.
I've watched it enough for both. Quick little Google search, man. You'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it more.
I got the
I
ice
will.
cream scene as my background on my work computer.
Oh wow, that's a good scene.
That's not true. I don't have that as my background. Also, no, it's not.
It's a great scene. It's an awesome scene. Anyway, all right. So, um, we talking about Gamescom stuff first, or we want to talk about? I can go through my stuff with Has Been Hotel and X Men.
What do we want to do? I mean, I think Genesis, you can go first. Kevin, do you want to go second? And then we end with
Yeah.
Gamescom, because Gamescom could be long,
Yeah.
because we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Cool.
Genesis. Yeah, you go first.
So, I finally fulfilled some of my commitments that people have asked me to do because, as we all know, I'm terrible at doing that.
You have commitments?
Um, yeah, so I'll start with X-Men. X-Men '97, one of the best animated Marvel shows, probably animated shows I've seen in a very long time.
Whoa!
It's a terrible thing that I've slept on this show for so long because Adam was
No.
100% right.
Yeah.
What a Infinity War level show this was. This is up there with DuckTales for me. Like, I gotta say, this is up there with DuckTales. Um, X-Men '97 ends on such a goddamn cliffhanger. Well, yeah, it's a cliffhanger.
Oh, it's a cliffhanger, all right.
And I'm starting at the end because the biggest thing that I remember from the show is just Magneto saying Magneto lives and
Yeah.
screaming that as he comes out of his trance from Professor X. But anyway, Magneto, best character hands down.
Not even close.
Magneto is a man. He is a man. Like that dude is a man. Um, I can't understand. There's just something wrong here. That dude's a man. Like I can't. Light hair, just buff as all fucking. He can pull people like Rogue. It's like, dude, like what the fuck, dude. Powerful as all hell too. Able to completely wipe all electricity off of the face of the earth. An EMP bomb for the entire earth. Right? That's crazy power. Um, the show revolves around um, the what do you call it? A villain that is essentially creating these mutant killing.
Sentinels.
Yeah, the mutant
Yeah.
killing sentinels, and they're kind of evolving, and then they eventually at one point become fused with humans because of the villain having this power to be able to talk to robotics and cybernetics and all that. And he creates this race of super sentinels that are humans combined with sentinels. One of the weirdest things in this shows are in this show that I have not seen in many other shows is that humans are given such a very such a high regard and such a highly sought after species that somebody is looking to combine humans with sentinels to create super sentinels, and the human portion of it is what's the super portion that's going into the sentinel piece. It's so weird, it's crazy. Um, but a lot of twists, a lot of turns in the show. When you think you know something, you fucking don't. It's insane. From double roles of certain characters to people losing powers and getting them back, and then Magneto lives. Like there's a shit ton
Yeah.
of thing. There's just a shit ton of stuff that's going on in the show.
10
Any
out of 10
Marvel fan
episodes.
should watch this show. Every single episode is a banger of an episode. Absolutely a banger of an episode.
I would say 90 to 80 to 90% are banger episodes. There's a couple episodes where it's like, all right, this one's kind of, this one's
Nah,
good.
like
They're
there's a
all good.
section of one
I will
episode
say,
that
yeah,
I could have cut out, but like every episode has its own thing that it's telling, and it's
yeah,
so crazy how well a story is told in those 30 to 40 minutes that the episodes are. So it's crazy how amazing the episodes are. The animation style after the first episode, you get used to it, and
I told you.
voice acting, yeah, voice acting top notch. Disney, keep making the show because this is going to get a lot of people back who have lost a lot of faith in the Marvel universe. Obviously, it's not the cinematic universe, but the Marvel universe in general. What a great piece of media to add to the universe.
Yeah.
What a great, fantastic show.
This is how you do nostalgia and actually add more to it. Where it's like, if you're a fan of the original, you see the '90s Spider-Man pop up in this. You see
Iron
Daredevil.
Man, Captain America.
Yeah, you see all these things, and it's like, oh shit, like it has that, but at the same time, there's a villain in here that I've never heard of before this show. Genesis has never heard of before this show.
Never heard of.
And then we watch the show, and it's like, that dude's fucking scary. Like, he turns into a monster at the end. And the X-Men had to come together, and they do in every episode. And there's character drama. The show is so good. There's a reason episode 5 was nominated for an Emmy, and it should absolutely win an Emmy for that episode with the attack on Genosha. It is so good, this entire show. And I'm so glad
Yeah.
Genesis watched it, because it's not that I love something so much I want to give it to everybody. This was a show for Genesis, and I'm so glad you finally watched it.
You were
Thank you,
100% right, and
Kevin.
I'm sorry it took so long.
Thank you, Kevin, for making him watch Has Been Hotel. I appreciate that, because it guilted him into watching X-Men 97.
You're welcome.
And it was, it was for the benefit of him, but like it worked, and it was great. And I'm just so glad you watched it. There's so many cool
What a great
moments
show.
in this show, and there's so many cool character moments. I can't wait for season 2.
Oh God, we're about to get hit with a banger.
Also, we're probably gonna watch it together.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
That shit gets
yeah.
released. We're watching it together.
Remember how we watched Secret Invasion together? Like, let's watch a good one this time. Let's watch a good one this time. I just remembered that Maria Hill died in Secret Invasion,
What a waste. What a waste.
because I saw the actress was like, "I want to come back for the MCU," and people are like, "Just retcon Secret Invasion." I don't think anybody would care. And I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't care. Go ahead, do it." It literally added nothing. I like Nick Fury's wife. That's it. The end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll see what they do with that. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how Agatha turns out this September. Who knows? We'll see how that goes.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, Spider-Man, also the animated series is going to be up here. The Classroom of 98?
Yeah, something like it's something like that. I'm optimistic for it. I like their take on Green Goblin, or not Green Goblin, Norman Osborn. I like their take on him. I think it could be something special, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I don't like the animation style. I think the animation's weird, but also I'll probably get used to it. But I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to Has Been Hotel. Kevin, you and I binge watched this show in one fucking night.
That's the second time I've done
it. So I will say this, okay? I think, Kevin, if you did not recommend me to watch this show, I would not watch this show for obvious reasons. As my stance is on a lot of different things, I don't need to go into detail a lot of it, but a lot of things I just had to kind of shut up, shut your mouth. There's some things I just kind of had to ignore because overall I did enjoy the Disney-esque, like songs that are popping up, and a lot of the character interactions were really funny. Favorite character, hands down, Alistair. I think he is a fantastic demon down there. He is scary as all fuck. I like how he is as a character, so I thought that was awesome. My least favorite character, I think, still I think is her father. He was a badass at the end, but like, I still don't like Lucifer as a character overall. I don't know, just something about him. I was like, hey, he kind of looks like a piece of shit, but it is what it is. So I enjoyed the series overall. I thought it was a very entertaining series. For 8 episodes, I know there's another season confirmed, and then I guess season 3 and 4 is confirmed already.
Yeah.
So we'll see how everything goes.
Anytime soon.
I don't know how much I'll ignore a lot of the stuff, but if they continue the season that they've been doing now, I guess I'll watch it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, cool show. I enjoyed the show for all the musical performances they had, and the cartoon animation style was also pretty cool.
Some of the greatest musical numbers in
really
in an animated series, or even like compared to movies. It's insane. That and the voice acting, some of the best.
My voice acting was pretty good too. Yeah, voice acting.
For like every character, they all like matched perfectly. Couldn't get enough.
Keith David is Husk. Nobody could pull that character off like he does.
Oh, Keith David is. If you've never watched the original Spawn cartoon, Keith David in that is fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know there was a cartoon. Okay.
Yeah, and he's Spawn,
Ooh.
and it is like, dude. Oh, what an actor, what a voice.
Alright.
But yeah, that's my review of Has Been Hotel and X-Men '97. Kevin, all
Yeah.
yours.
Oh boy.
Oh,
We're going to meet. Wait, what about Destinoto? What he did?
Oh yeah,
We gotta
what'd
go
you do,
back to that.
Desonoto?
Yeah.
I watched some
Oh God.
stuff. Well, I
Tell me
watched
more.
I watched a little horror movie from Blumhouse called Night. Is it Night Swim or Night Dive? I think it's Night
Night
Swim.
Swim.
Yeah,
Night Dive
Night
is Game
Swim.
Studio.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, Night Swim. Pretty different, unique take on like a supernatural horror movie. Um, the your pool is the enemy. They have a
Alright.
very evil swimming pool, and if you swim down far enough, you'll find other people who have been eaten by the evil swimming pool.
I'm sorry. An evil
He's
swimming
not
pool?
wrong. That's what this trailer is. The trailer was the wildest thing ever because I was like, what the fuck is happening in this movie?
I was so intrigued by their trailers. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna watch it. And I thought it was pretty good. It's like your standard Blumhouse
Wild.
horror movie. Yeah.
I can't.
This family essentially moves into a new house, kind of by force because there's circumstances. And it's like a beautiful house, so spacious. The father's a former baseball player, who got injured and he can't really play anymore, but he does like little coaching things here and there.
yeah,
Um,
Kurt Russell's son
yeah, yeah,
in real life. Yeah,
yeah, he's
Snake
there.
Mert
himself.
Russell.
The evil
Um,
Captain America.
Oh,
Genesis.
Hurt Russell.
Kurt.
Oh, Burt Russell.
All right. Anyways, Justin, I'll continue.
and then they come and they move in. Their pool is like super dirty. It hasn't been used in like 10 or 15 years, however long since the last people didn't use it. They clean it up. They start using it, and they one by one, they seem to notice things happening in the pool. Weird stuff, um, like random, uh, degraded bodies just swimming around in the water trying to grab them. Um,
I'm a
turns
degraded
out,
body.
yeah, it turns out the pool has healing properties because the father starts swimming in it and he's like, "Whoa, I'm like actually getting better in a fraction of the time it would take for him to heal all his injuries." Um, but they don't know that when the pool gives, the pool wants to take back as well.
I'm a hungry, gurgling monster.
The fuck?
So it was a bit of a different take on that sort of supernatural horror movie, but it was pretty good.
I
I'd
demand
recommend
chlorine.
anybody who wants a nice little Blumhouse flick.
I have a
Um,
question. I don't know if you can
yeah,
answer it. Is the pool only dangerous at night?
it is not only dangerous at night, and they found that out almost the hard way.
Mm.
Almost. Yeah,
They did
it's
the
active
semi
either
medium
day or
easy hard way.
nighttime. Oh, yeah.
Now, another question. Um,
Yeah.
is the pool like? Is there a backstory to why the pool is evil?
Yeah, so
There it is.
It didn't come
spoilers,
from Gary's.
oh. um so the pool has the water that comes into the pool is from a old really old like spring. Um it was like a lake before they had built the whole neighborhood there. There was a lake where the pool is, and so the water gets fed in by a spring. And what they theorized um, was that whoever lived there before used to worship whatever entity it is in this pool or the lake at the time, and because it was doing things that nobody thought it could do, which was like, instantaneously healing these injuries that would normally take months. But then it would need something back in return. Yeah.
So
So
the pool is not filled with that water anymore. I'm assuming it's an in-ground pool and a man-made one. And you said it
it
was
is an
dirty.
in-ground pool, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was an above ground, they just knock it down, problem solved. But
Yeah.
so it it naturally fills with spring water, or do they fill it with water and then it just takes on the properties of the water that was
I
there
think,
before?
however they fill the pool, the water comes straight from whatever spring is.
So wouldn't their
Uh,
bathtub then also be like evil? Or like their
um,
sink when they're brushing their
There's
teeth? Or like
Their
no.
toilet,
their
There's
pot of
volume
tea?
requirements.
their
Oh, there's
toilet just
volume. Okay,
sucks the
volume
life out of
requirements
them, out
make
of their
sense.
ass.
yeah, something did happen when the father was taking a shower the one time, but I think that was just
Oh,
the
the evil
entity that
water
was
reached
inside the
through the
father at the time.
shower and
Mm.
grabbed his balls and started to
Well,
What the fuck is
squeeze them.
happening in the background? Somebody
it
jumped in an
sounds like
aquarium?
water's running, which is interesting because it sounds
Oh
like Genesis is
no.
possessed by a demon.
I'm not. I, I mean, I'm not near any water, but I am possessed by a demon.
Okay, okay.
Oh, it sounds like an aquarium filter running.
It's the evil aquarium.
Well, it's
Every
Cat.
fish that it takes.
Cat, what are you doing? You taking a
Oh
shit? What's going on
no!
there? All right. Well, anyways, Evil Pool. Good movie, bad
Yep,
movie?
yep. It was pretty good. It was a little different.
That's
I like that
shocking.
part.
Really?
So,
Man, alright, alright. Maybe
Okay,
I'll give it
Hmm.
a
let's
shot.
just assume, Kevin, for our sakes, you'd hate it. Let's just assume.
Wow,
like,
okay.
it's your average Blumhouse movie. I wasn't expecting a whole lot going into it. It's not like super frightening either. There's like some jump scares here and there, but nothing like it didn't have that atmospheric horror that other movies have.
There just
Oh.
wasn't enough water all over the place to be atmospheric enough.
Oh.
Mm.
But
Then
the
it turns
All
pool
into
right.
does a
evil
great job.
condensation.
Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it turns into evil condensation. That turns into the evil rainfall and gets reabsorbed to become evil soil.
I gotta be
What?
honest. A pool is another great thing to be like, it's evil, but yeah, like a pool is expensive. An in-ground pool is like 70 grand now to put one in. Are you kidding me?
What the
Like,
fuck?
yeah, I know. I gotta be honest. I look at putting in a pool all the time. I do not own a home. Don't ask me why I do it. I just like, leave me alone. Um, but yeah, it's just wild. Like I think if I moved into a home and it's like the pool's haunted, I'd be like, yeah, but like how haunted? You know what I mean? Like, like can I use a floaty in it? Can I use a snorkel?
Can I
Like,
use a floaty?
Well, I mean, this one, as long as you're in the water,
it's your
right? And that's
time
what
to
the pool
talk. Why are you
does.
shoving food in your mouth? I'll never understand that.
um, so the great thing about this pool is that
Evil
it's evil, but it knows exactly how to bring people in and
and
make them
become
lean
evil
over the edge enough so that they can fall in.
and be evil
Very smart pool.
Wow,
and
what
evil.
a genius pool.
Yeah. It's
Now
either that or the
another
people are really
question.
dumb.
Last question, and then you can move on. Unless somebody else
Is it
has a
evil?
question. No.
Yes, it is.
Now my question is, Chlorine? Is it required? Is it cleaning itself?
It survives off
They
chlorine.
definitely used a pool cleaner in the movie, like one of those that you just toss in and it filters out the water and
Is
cleans
that
it
how
up.
they got rid of the demon?
They cleaned
No,
out the
no,
demons with
A
chlorine.
priest came
no,
over
no.
and blessed the chlorine, and they were like, "Let's get that pH up." And then one of
Get
those
that
like
pH going,
vacuums just
boys.
went around, just slowly, just vacuuming it out.
No, but that would have been funny. Um,
Blurgle, blurgle, blurgle,
the way they fixed it was, or the way they didn't necessarily fix it, but they got around it by filling the pool with cement or dirt or whatever.
They got
Ah,
around it.
Yeah,
what? Ah, that's. Meh.
yeah,
So you're telling me they filled the pool with cement but kept the house? They're like, "Yeah, we're fine now."
yeah.
All
But
right.
the movie does not have the happy ending, really.
No, no, no. That's fine. That's
Now
fine.
it becomes
None of
evil
these do.
cement that comes after people now.
That's a choice. Okay, interesting.
I mean, listen, the evil pool water gets absorbed into the evil ground, which then becomes evil
Evil
concrete, comes out of the ground,
ground.
and then kidnaps people again and again. What are you gonna do, man? Ground's gotta be evil, concrete's gotta be evil, then you get smashed by evil concrete. What are you then, getting buried in an evil coffin and evil 6 feet under and everything?
What the
You then
hell is
become
happening?
evil.
I think he's snapped. Sonoda, what else did you watch? Hurry up. You arrived
I
late, so you gotta go
watched
quicker.
Unstoppable. We
Oh my
discussed
god, now
Oh
the
this
yeah, the
evil
movie
train
pool's
last
one.
week.
unstoppable.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the train one.
Is it an
Pretty
evil
good.
train?
Another good Denzel movie. Um,
Does the train
pretty
stop?
thrilling
Is
all
that
the
the
way
one with Chris
through.
Pine or John Travolta?
I think Chris Pine,
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, it is. It
Slender
is.
White Man.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. He had just started the job, and that was his first run. Had to stop an unstoppable train going around 75 miles an hour,
Yep.
unmanned. Yep. Yeah. It was good. Good movie. Um, Next is Ashfall. Uh, Stars Don Lee, but he's not being an action film star. He is a scientist and yeah, pretty much like a scientist in the movie. Um, but there's a volcano in Korea that pretty much erupts and causes a ginormous earthquake, like 8 magnitude, right after it erupts. Buildings topple. Yeah, yeah. Buildings start falling around. A lot of people die. The ground caves in. And it's pretty much a race against time for against this other magma chamber in the volcano from erupting.
It's evil magma from the evil pool because the ground caved
Stop
in
it! We
and
gotta get
turned
through
evil.
this.
So basically, they're trying to like evacuate that. I think all of South Korea. North Korea was already boomed from the volcano, way more boomed than the South was because it's a whole wasteland up there. So this one guy and a team of army people have to go and take nuclear warheads from North Korea and essentially bring the detonator to the magma chamber to flood it into a mine shaft. So the other eruptions wouldn't occur. Um, that was pretty good. Pretty good movie. Um, Nice to see Donnelly in something other than literally throwing people around a room the whole time. Um, okay, and then next we have Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. And man, I fucking love this movie.
Oh wow, okay, good.
Yeah, I thought it was well paced. the action scenes were crazy, like the cinematic scenes, the car chases, the alleyway runs, the all the Tom Cruise runs that he does in the whole movie.
Always good. Always good.
Crazy, yeah. Um, I thought you could definitely see his age a little more in this movie
Oh yeah.
compared to, the rest of them. He's getting up there, but he's still doing all his stunts, right? Um, yeah, it was 3 hours, so longer than the usual one. I think by quite a bit, right? Because the rest of them are
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the
maybe
rest of
two
them are like
hours
2 hour, 2.5 at the most.
or a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one definitely was longer, but I feel like it didn't feel too long.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. You and I saw different movies, I think.
yeah,
Oh.
I'm just like
We didn't. Yeah.
confused.
Whatever his name is, we did not care for Dead Reckoning at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the action scenes, some of them were good, some of them weren't as great as the past ones. The train sequence was cool in theory, but it went on for too long and it was more comedic than anything. The main bad guy is kind of annoying and it's like this old guy, but it's also a robot AI thing, which is stupid. And then killing Ilsa
Yeah, I
sucked.
was,
Stupid.
I was, I
Terrible
was
decision.
confused as like for to where he showed up in the past, because he's like somebody from his past.
Yeah, I'm like,
I didn't
whatever.
know where the hell he came from.
Also, like the Ilsa's gone. You kidding me?
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
like the one woman character in these movies that actually like had good chemistry with him, felt like a
Yeah.
good love interest, was an
She was a
interesting
part of the
character,
team.
and then they're like, all right, that's enough, women. See ya, new woman, younger woman. Here she is. It's like
Yeah.
fuck off. And also the new one, I like her. She's a very attractive lady. She's good in the Captain
She
America movies.
is.
It's Peggy for Genesis. She her character sucks. She's boring. I care nothing about her. Vanessa
Yeah, she was
Kirby is
kind of
still
just
hot
there.
though. Love
Yeah.
Vanessa
Oh,
Kirby.
yeah. Oh
Big
my
Vanessa
God.
Kirby fan. 10 out of 10 Vanessa Kirby. Love Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
Um
The first time I saw her, I'm like, oh my God, who the
Yeah,
hell is this?
I'll say she gets hotter every time I see her. I go, oh yeah, I remember. Oh
Yes.
Jesus, what the
Oh
fuck?
my
And then
God.
in that movie, she's also a fantastic actress. She has so many
Oh hell
great scenes
yeah.
in Dead Reckoning. I will point that out. She's really good in it.
I
Um,
think she
I
she
can't
definitely
wait till
helped
she
make the
dies in
movie
the
a lot
next
more
movie
enjoyable.
because she's an enjoyable female character, and this is
Oh,
her second or third, so it's about time to kill her off.
damn.
Meanwhile, Ving Rhames is still roaming around.
He's still there.
Going, hey guys, I gotta go away for a while. By the way, Arby's, we have the meats. Like, get out of here.
Oh,
Just
he's the one that does the
yeah,
commercial?
he is. Yeah,
Ah, wow.
yeah,
I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing it in
yeah,
my head.
yeah.
Wow. Um,
I'm glad you liked it though.
uh,
Part two, I don't
yeah,
know
I
if it's
thought
happening.
I was confused because I'm like, they did so much in this first movie, and all they have left to do is find the submarine in the second one. Like, how was that gonna be a
I don't.
whole thing?
How is this a
Um,
whole thing? How is this not a conclude? How did this go on for so long and not conclude? I don't know. I got a lot of
yeah,
problems with this one. Also, real quick, did you notice? Did you know that that guy was Tom Cruise in the office in the like meeting with all the higher ups?
like right in the beginning.
Yeah,
Not at first.
I will say what's his I forget what we're calling him this week, but he was like that guy looks weird, and I was like I'm pretty sure that's Tom Cruise.
He did look very weird when he came in,
Yeah,
and we were talking
I
about the whole AI thing, and I was like,
yeah.
is this like some generated AI that's
That's
walking
why at
around?
first we were like, oh, it might be an AI thing, but then I was like, it's got to be Tom Cruise, and then we were like, yeah, that's Tom Cruise. Also, we saw this movie in 4DX.
Oh.
where the chair moved and we were sprayed and all that crap.
Shit.
So some of the action scenes are way cooler in like my mind, especially because I'm like, yeah, I remember the car chase going down the stairs. I felt that. I literally felt that.
That
Like
was such a that was such a funny
also
scene. I couldn't stop
that
laughing.
that that character, the French Asian lady, um, she the one who's bad and then turns good at the end, kind of, and then like dies but lives, I guess. Um, I liked her. I liked her a lot. I liked their fight scene in between the in the little alleyway thing. You know what I'm talking about? Pretty sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. I liked their fight scene that they had. I think it was her and Tom Cruise and some guy, like in that really narrow alleyway.
Oh, I was confused on who Vanessa Kirby was. I thought it was the one you're talking about, the
You
French
thought
one you're
Palm
talking about now.
Clementif was Vanessa Kirby? How dare you?
Yeah, I didn't know her name,
Oh yeah, no, that's Palm
but I just
Clementif.
looked it up. I'm like,
Palm
oh,
Clementif,
she's
also a
the other
very
one.
attractive lady.
Yeah.
She is in the Guardians movies as Mantis, the one
Okay.
who's like calming, going, "Hey, sleep, calm, yeah." She's also a bartender in the Suicide Squad. She's friends with James Gunn. Fun fact.
Mm,
Not a big role, but yeah, she's good in that.
okay.
She's also a very weirdly attractive. Vanessa Kirby's the blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
see that now.
Her mom was in the original Mission Impossible.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, the movie, I mean,
Wow. Yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
She's the
That's
old
pretty
lady in the
crazy.
first one, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then um, when Vanessa Kirby first shows up, what in Fallout is it? She goes,
I think so,
when
yeah.
she realizes who Ethan is, she goes, "Oh, you know my mom," and it's funny because it's really her mom
Mm,
or her grandma. I don't know. She's very old. Vanessa Kirby's very young looking. I don't know. It's very strange. But anyways,
yeah.
okay, cool. Dead Reckoning, great. Glad you liked it. What else? Watch anything else? Play anything else?
Yeah, one last thing. I had this bookmarked for a little while on Prime. Well, not really actually. Never mind. I found the show called From on Prime. It's also on MGM Plus. I don't know if anybody has it here, but I got a free trial through Prime. Um, but man, this show is crazy. It's like it reminded me a lot of Wayward Pines on Hulu. If anybody saw that show, it's like from 2014. Um, had a few seasons, but it's pretty much like this one town that's situated somewhere, and anybody who sees a tree in the road, they take a detour, ends up in this town, and then they can't leave.
Oh,
The single road that comes into the town is just a circle that comes back into the town over and over, no matter how many times you try to do it. And these townsfolk have to survive in this town alone because they can't leave. Um, and then there's these things that they're so well done because they're just regular looking people, but they come out at night. And if they see you, they'll start walking towards you. And they'll basically just eat your entire chest cavity and face.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yep, exactly like that.
uh-huh.
Until there's just a carcass left wherever you are. Um, and I've been hooked on the show since for the last 2 days. I haven't stopped watching. I'm already almost done with season two. There's about 10 episodes in each season, hour-long episodes. And it is really good.
New season comes out in September, doesn't it?
Yeah, season three comes September 22nd. I was like, oh, I
I
gotta
remember seeing
watch
the
this.
trailer for it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Michael from Lost."
Yeah. So it has like a, stranded in this area and they gotta survive and um, figure out what they have to do and depend on each other and cooperate. And then new people come into town at random times, random
Mm.
days. Yeah, all the actors really good. It's it's really immersive. Yeah, like I am in there when I'm watching.
Cool.
Very convincing performances all throughout, and those creatures are so they're always smiling, and they walk towards you and they ask you these questions, like, "Hey, can I come in? Hey, are you okay in there? Hey,
Hey, are you
hello."
taking a shit?
They'll say that
I'm
too.
awake. I'm not taking a shit.
If they come in your house and you're in the bathroom, they'll knock on your door and they'll ask,
No,
"Hey,
no, no,
are
no,
you
no.
taking a shit in there?
I'm not taking a
Is
shit.
everything
No, no,
okay?"
no.
And then they'll break the door
Yeah.
down and eat your face.
Oh, that sounds like a
Can you eat my shit instead?
You didn't need a
They'll
face.
eat both.
Thanks.
But yeah, yeah, pretty spooky show. Really enjoying it.
Cool,
And
cool.
that's about it.
Cool, cool, cool. Real quick, I just want to say I watched. I think I texted you about Twisters, and how it's just
Yes,
not as good as the original. It's not even close. I found it kind of boring, and I didn't care for the story.
the
And it's just,
original was very fun.
yeah, the original is just fun
It had that whole
chaos.
vibe going for
It
it.
had that whole
Yeah.
vibe of fun chaos, down to the storms, to the relationships, to the dinner, to everything. Literally everything in there.
Yeah.
This one, not at all like that. It felt like a cheap cash grabbing, which is so annoying,
Mm,
and it was real dumb, and it barely had any ties to the original. But that's it. That's whatever.
wow.
And then I also watched The Creator on Hulu. Highly recommend watch that with John David Washington, Denzel's son, and it's about the AI machines like wanting to be humans. Holy shit, dude! You'd love that movie. Check it out.
The
The Creator.
creator, you said?
Yeah, The Creator. It's from the guy who directed the 2014 Godzilla movie, Gareth Evans. So
Oh, okay, okay,
he knows
okay.
stuff. He knows stuff. All right, cool. That's it. Great. Okay, Kevin, on to you.
what?
Give me a
Okay,
second. Let me
okay.
teleport everybody over here.
Oh shit. Just know it's not in Minecraft, so you didn't get to experience the
Neither is Cat,
aesthetics.
so that's okay.
Where's Ding?
You teleported to Genesis.
Oh
Did I
man, it's
really? Son of a
update.
bitch. I hate when I do that. Tessano, do you want to come into Minecraft?
Yeah, it's updating. Hold on. Please stand by. 20
Damn it.
seconds, 10 seconds,
Damn it.
5
Genesis
seconds.
to me. There it is. There we go. I did it. Kevin, you already here?
Update now.
I am.
Okay, cool. Where are you? Oh, he's there.
What the hell is this?
Remember What a World? Kevin revamped it. Now he's at the news desk.
What is this? What is this flag of heresy in front of me?
Stop. Shut up.
Okay, I'm ready.
You better take that shit back right
I'm
now
sorry. I'm
before I
sorry.
kick
I
your
didn't mean that. I didn't
fucking.
mean that. I didn't mean that.
Am I gonna take the bell away from you? That's right.
I've
Alright, we
turned
got
everyone
Super
into a
Nintendo here.
visitor so they don't accidentally break anything.
We got a man with a hole in his head. He got shot.
No,
We got a
no.
flag.
I mean,
Ivan,
you can guess, I guess.
And
Kevin,
then
guess.
this is COVID. This is COVID 20 right here,
can Ivan invite?
What?
or
Oh my
monkeypox, whichever one you
god.
want to
What?
call it.
You don't need. Okay. You've been invited.
Yay!
Minecraft. We host this in Minecraft. Well, we usually just sit around, but this time Kevin made something.
Oh, what?
Okay, everybody stay here. Stay in here for now.
What's this one?
What's
What is
what?
this thing? This is vomit?
Kevin will explain. Kevin, go ahead.
Monkeypox.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Minecraft News Network. Welcome to What a World. We got we got some stories. Uh, so we got some stories for you today. We're gonna be revamping this shit. I don't know why I put these bells down, but there you go. Maybe it'll be a future thing. We'll see.
I can't use it.
Um, good.
Yeah, I told you.
Damn
No.
right,
I made
good.
everybody a visitor so they don't interrupt. Go.
Um, so we're gonna run with this idea for a little bit. We're gonna see if we can spice it up a bit. I'm gonna be doing more news shit than normal and covering multiple topics. So here we go, baby. We're gonna start over here in the corner.
Of monkeypox?
Boom. No. The Russia-Ukraine war. Ukraine continues to attack into Russia, taking more of the area around Kursk. This is all on the heels of Russia pushing in further into the Donbass region, which is one of the two regions that they want to ultimately try to take from Ukraine if they can't have more, because Russian support is there. They want their shit back from when they were USSR. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? Um, but Ukraine is pushing into Kursk, taking some sort of gas station, not like a mobile or anything, but like a big like gas producing station, and they've blown up three bridges that go to the areas where they've taken hold and taken ground. So there's a whole bunch of different thoughts going on of like why are they doing this? My thought, oh, it makes most logical sense to me, and some agree with this. Others call it as like not a worthwhile gambit. I completely disagree with that. That what they're gambling on here is that they're taking territory and trying to get something meaningful out of Russia, so that when it comes to the the ceasefire, the terms for breaking off the war, they're going to be like, hey, we got all this. You want it back? Cool. Give us our country back. You can keep Crimea. We don't give a shit about that. But like, give us the rest of our country back. And what's interesting about this whole thing, Russia hasn't really done anything to stop them. They continue to take land in the Kursk area. Um, there's thousands of Russians have already been evacuated from different towns and cities. There are numerous conscripted troops that are just surrendering. The last figure I heard was something like 3,000 plus soldiers from the Russian army have just surrendered to the Ukrainians. Um, and that's just in this new fighting alone. And I think with Russia not responding at all, it's either an indication that they really do want to go to the negotiation table and like that's it. They're just trying to take the rest of the Donbass region and then they'll go straight to negotiations to try to figure out how to end this war and stop the bleeding from within Russia, or they really just don't have the forces and they've lost that much already, which would be terrible for them because Europe has started to rally around this whole renewed push from Ukraine. Um, I forget the exact three countries, but three countries in Scandinavia or the Balkans, they're already going to be sending thousands of troops to help Ukraine, and that's actual foot soldiers, not just equipment. Uh, there's Sweden is supposed to be sending a massive package. Germany is sending another package. I think the UK is finally sending something too. With all this backup on the way, if Russia doesn't start to stop Ukraine, then even if they want to go to the negotiation table, depending on how Ukraine's feeling and how spicy they're feeling, if they get all this equipment in time, they might just keep freaking pushing. Sweden doesn't give a shit. Sweden's already said, hey, if you want to keep attacking Russia with all their stuff, have at it, because Sweden just is over all this shit. And if Ukraine can fight the proxy war for them, it means they don't have to defend their homeland. So they're actually giving like a whole bunch of tech and vehicles and weapons and munitions to the tune of like I think the one figure was like 2 million artillery rounds or something stupid like that. Um, Australia is pitching in now. They're giving them drone defense systems. Um, it's wild. So, yep, Ukraine. They're just pushing into Russia and saying, nah, we're not afraid of you, and arguably winning on that front. But like I said, they are losing ground in the Donbass region. But, eh. don't know if they really care. But anyway, there's that story. I gotta pull up my notes for the rest of the stories. Sift papers, sift papers, sift papers. Over here.
Moving on.
Oh,
Move,
thank you.
move.
Move, move, move. Onward politics. Donald Trump continues to be his party's worst enemy.
Hey.
This time, he's using AI and fake images with Taylor Swift, of all people. So, Taylor Swift and her Swifties, I guess as they call them. I don't know.
Did Genesis
The
fall
the
asleep
fans of hers,
already?
yeah, probably. Um, fans
Hmm.
of Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift herself. He's made. Well, I don't know if he's made it, but he's using these pictures that are clearly doctored or AI generated um, to try to push the envelope on Taylor Swift has endorsed him. This is the strangest move I think I've seen yet from Donald Trump and the Republican Party. I don't think the Republican Party really wants this to be happening, but they're going to be rolling with it anyway because they always have to roll with whatever Donald Trump does. Um, but like, I don't understand what he's trying to gain with this because the Taylor Swift like community is just gonna sit there and be like, yeah, we don't endorse you, so okay, and it's not gonna like swing any other voters. So I don't really understand what the point is here. One of the pictures is actually hilarious. It's Taylor Swift is done up like Uncle Sam, and says like the to the effect of like I'm voting for you, and Donald Trump's like I accept or some shit like that. It's
Wow.
super
Yeah.
dumb.
Hmm.
And then there's what you call it, Swifties with like shirts on this Swifties for Trump. It's something. But that's a new thing in
Oh dear.
politics. Um, because why focus on issues? Because whenever Donald Trump tries to talk policy or issues, it happens for like 10 to 15 minutes. He gets bored and then has to do stupid shit. Or if it's not on the campaign trail, it's on Truth Social, like all this, which continues to spiral downward. We
We.
moving on. Steam. Steam news. Valve and Steam have issued a warning to Counter-Strike 2 players. An upcoming update is going to, if not either an upcoming update or an update that just happened, is going to be in play, or they're going to be putting in place some sort of software thing to detect if you are using special hardware devices that deal with like macro inputs and stuff like this. They specifically mentioned SnapTap from Razer. Apparently, this is some sort of thing that you can use on keyboards where it can input things for you in like multiple directions, like as far as like movement and stuff goes. So basically, somebody can push like a button and like keep peeking a corner more or less. Like the system will allow you to peak faster than like a normal player could because it's and automate it. So you have a fixed distance you're moving. You can set it up so that like you have perfect aim every time you like peek out and all that other crap. Um, they're finally cracking down on all this. It's going to be a bannable offense, and it will be detectable apparently through Valve Anti-Cheat or something of the like. They didn't mention Valve Anti-Cheat by name. I would assume they just incorporated it into that, but who knows? So yeah, fun times are upon us. The big player that Valve is finally cracking down on things like this. Call of Duty attempted to do something similar with all the Chronos, I think was the name of the company, things that you can put in line on the controller and do crazy shit with that where it like accounts for recoil for you and all sort of stuff. So we'll see if this starts a trend. Uh, Moving on to gaming news on this wall here, Adam. Adam on this wall. He's
Yeah, I
dead.
know.
Oh, okay.
I was just changing
You
stuff.
weren't moving. Ah,
No, I know.
Delta Force Hawk Ops is in the game news. It's passed 1 million wish lists on Steam. And now there are articles coming out from media sources questioning if it can actually challenge Call of Duty or Battlefield. Um,
Oh boy.
I personally believe that it actually can. It's a very good game. And the thing is, a lot of people are comparing it to Battlefield, and rightfully so. It really doesn't do a whole lot new per se with Battlefield. However, it does everything better, and it all makes sense, and it's all cohesive. The game just functions, and it's just plain fun. In one of the articles, there's a great freaking line in it about it compares Battlefield to fried chicken, or Delta Force Battlefield to fried chicken. Um, where did it go? Oh no, I thought I sent it to somebody. All right, I'll paraphrase it. Basically, they said like fried chicken is like
Kevin,
it's
you
not
just got to
something you
scroll
can
up
make like a
past the
brand new thing.
images.
Oh, do I?
It's in
Oh,
minors and O's.
is it?
Yeah.
Am I stupid?
Just look up
Found
above
it.
your. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, this coming from Eurogamer. Why is this article all fucked up? No, why is my zoom level so weird? I'll figure it out. But yeah, like Delta Force doesn't do a whole lot that's like brand new or anything like that. Um, it copies what it needs to copy from Battlefield. It's got the same kinds of game modes. It's got um they just put in the conquest mode, or as they call it, King of the Hill. It's domination from Call of Duty as well, where you hold as many capture points as you can. You get points based on how many you hold. And then kills also count. Oh my god, I can't find this quote in this article. Fuck it. But he basically says it. He describes it in a way of fried chicken is like something that just is. You don't like make like brand new spins on like fried chicken unless you're gonna like drastically change it. And if you go out and you order a really good fried chicken, still really good fried chicken, like you don't have to revolutionize the Battlefield formula. You just gotta do it right, and that's what they did. Because Battlefield hasn't done it right for like the past 2, 3 games. Um, and I thought it was a really smart way of putting it because that's exactly how I feel, and I couldn't really put it into words when I was first talking about the game and what makes it so good. But what makes it so good is the fact that all their systems work together. The game makes sense. It feels really good to play. Attachments on guns are really interesting. It's really fun to play around with it. They fundamentally change how guns work. Um, and the amount of customization with them is insane. You can set how far you want your eye from the whatever sight you're using, a scope, a red dot, whatever. It's crazy. It's so fun. It's such a good game. It's gonna be free to play because apparently they don't like money. No, they'll find a way to make money off this game. But yeah, over 1 million Steam wish lists. Yay! All right, everybody, it's time. I don't know what this set looks like. Adam made this. I trusted him with it.
Kevin, just tell them
Adam,
what you wanted.
I told Adam I wanted butt cheeks
What?
because one of these news stories, the category is asinine. It's an asinine story, and I'm like, Adam, give me butt
Kevin,
cheeks as a
go
backdrop.
through the door,
Yeah.
lead the way. Let me put the
All
pressure
right.
plates down. Everybody should be able to walk through. Oops. There you go. Go ahead, everybody.
Yes.
No.
This is
He
This is
wanted
great.
the asses and he got the nines as well, so
I like it. I'm a fan.
boom.
It's amazing. All
You
right,
think you're in heaven,
Adam.
Genesis?
Thank you.
See that?
I just pop and
Aren't
spell her blade and then I'm good.
All
I
right.
like how
So
Genesis is just looking straight up.
the asinine story of the week. There's a new Starbucks CEO that has been given his
Great
job,
guy.
and his package. I don't care what his name is, but his whole package that he negotiated is rather interesting. $1.6 million annual salary. Okay, okay, fine, cool, cool.
Wow.
Par standard, sure. So he lives in California. He doesn't want to move. And the headquarters for Starbucks is in Seattle. And ooh, wouldn't you know it, he's got to commute. So they're going to give him a corporate jet to do that with.
Huh?
Uh, and then also, he's going to be able to get yearly bonuses. All right. Now, annual salary, 1.6 million. Remember that number. He's
Why
going to
does
be
he
able to
get
get
yearly
annual
bonuses?
bonuses, 3.5 million to $7 million. And also, he's going to be able to get annual equity within the company to the tune of $20 million plus. Yup.
Wow.
And now here's my question. Here, and I think we really need media to just start writing opinion piece after opinion piece on what I'm about to say. When you have a CEO of a company like this, and this is the package they have for a year, right? Like they're going to make all this over the course of just one year. Yeah, they can do this multiple times. Like this is their salary, their bonus, their whatever every single year. When they're making this kind of money, what makes you think they care about the company?
Hmm.
I could work this job for a year, give two
Be good for
shits
the
about the
rest
company. I
of your
don't give a
life.
shit what happens to the company. I'm set for the rest of my life. I just leave. Fuck you. What do I care? Why are we paying the CEOs this much money? Like, you can't expect them to actually care when you're going to shower them in money. But that's my 2 cents. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that remark. I don't know. Thoughts?
I don't particularly think that CEOs need to get paid all that much money. They should know, but none of these CEOs should be making over $250,000 a year. That's insane.
That's what I think. Like, if they're gonna get bonuses and shit, that should be based off of how well the company's actually doing. And I don't mean in the stock market, that's manipulatable. Like, I'm talking about sales, profits, shit like that. How many people are coming to like your place? Otherwise, why throw millions of dollars at them? In a single year, the minimum, supposedly, according to the article, 3.5 million on top of a 1.6 million dollar salary, you're already at $5 million plus for a year. I'll take
Wow.
the job. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll do it for a year and just leave. You can find somebody else. I'll be the interim. I don't care.
I
Like,
would do it for a year for half that price.
oh, oh my god. And I know like people then probably I'm not really an argument against it, but they'll bring up like, oh yeah, but athletes make like $30 million or whatever. Like football players make crazy amounts of money. Yeah, yeah, they do. I don't really know how much of that they're keeping though, because they have to spend a shit ton on medical crap. They're being injured up, down, left, right, and center. And also they're like more pushed to like doing community service and donating a lot and stuff like that to be like good in the public eye. At least that's what I believe happens. Um, but like, it's just it blows my mind. I don't understand how these companies can really like pay these people this much and
I
think that they actually care.
I agree with you. CEOs are overpaid. I could tell you why they're justifying this one though.
Okay, okay.
This guy, his name, if anybody cares, is Brian Nickel. And if you don't know that name, um, I'd be kind of shocked if I'm honest,
I don't know
because
that name.
yeah, okay. Um, Pizza Hut almost died in 2008 and 9. He's the one that saved Pizza Hut. He's the one that came up with
All
the
Single-handedly.
right.
mobile ordering idea that was downloaded a bunch, and then they partnered with Foursquare and it saved them. And then he moved on to Taco Bell, and then in 2015 he became the CEO of Taco Bell, and then he literally saved Taco Bell. Taco Bell it blew up in 2015 through 2018 when he was CEO. Like it literally exploded, and Taco Bell's profits literally turned around the year he became CEO, like what he changed. And then after Taco Bell, he went to Chipotle, and he was the CEO of Chipotle from 2018 to 2024. And by the time he left, the revenue and all that crap increased by 7 times. And
He's a
Chipotle,
magic man.
he's literally
He
the
is.
guy you call in when your food brand isn't doing well, and he is 50 years old.
Wow.
Dang.
So I
All right.
get
So you
why
know
they're
what?
paying
It's
him.
justified for this guy.
I get why they're paying him. Also, he's anti-union, so that's another thing they brought him in for. But typically, he does increase employee benefits, like he did at Chipotle. But also, he is anti-union, and Starbucks has been having a huge problem, they call it, with
Right.
unionization of their stores. Um,
Hmm.
and this guy is coming in. The other CEO they had was there for what, like less than 2 years, like 19 months,
Something like
17
that.
months,
Yeah.
something like that. Like he wasn't there long. So this guy is coming in. I bet 3 years from now it's going to be even bigger than it ever has been. Like this dude literally always comes in and goes, "Yeah, okay," and then just fucking everything increases. Then he's like, "All right, I'm out," and then somebody else pays him way more. Like so, this guy's okay
All
in
right. All
regards
right.
to this is the one exception to maybe this guy's worth the money.
Okay. All right.
So any other CEO, I still think this guy's way overpaid, but CEOs are overpaid. AI will replace them one day. They just refuse to acknowledge it.
Yep. Interesting. All right. Good. Good. Good insight. I'm sure it was in the article that I didn't read.
Wow. All right.
I'm just saying. I'm sure it was in there.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
It is right. Ha! Fixing the floor.
Oh,
We're breaking
It's
the
okay.
ass.
All right.
okay.
There you go, everybody. War World is
Boom.
completed.
There you
Man, do I
go.
love this set.
You like the asinine?
There's bleachers. Yeah.
Well, you couldn't really see it from down here because originally it was like this, and I was like, "Nah, you got to get a
Yeah.
bleacher thing in here." So I was like, "Let's do
Yeah,
some
back up
bleachers.
and
Let's."
get the entire view.
Yeah, yeah. Desinoto, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you the entire time. I was like, also, I did not come up with this design. I found a YouTube video. I watched that.
Oh.
Um, I could not craft such perfection and beauty. Um, I did put the nines in. I thought the nines in were a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Desinoda, you can stay here if you want, but I'm gonna go back to the other thing.
Stay here if you want.
I will gladly stay here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
In the
Oh,
corner. This is good. This is good.
He's in the corner. He's in the sea.
I thought
You
you were actually gonna
can't
sing the
see
song.
him. There's some song about a corner, and I don't remember what it is.
That's me in the corner.
Yeah, there it
That's
is.
There we
me in
go.
the spot.
Oh god,
Like
what the hell am I?
losing my
Uh, uh,
religion.
uh.
Ken, what are you doing? Where did you
I
go?
got scared.
All right, everybody get in their chairs.
I got scared. I had to get out. Oh, you seal me back in.
Genesis, get in your chair. Not again. No, thank God. Okay.
What?
I thought you fell
I
asleep
didn't
again.
realize we teleported there.
Did the world blow up?
Wait,
Oh,
did you
okay,
fall
never mind,
asleep
never mind.
again, Genesis, by the way?
No, no. I'm
Where'd you go?
literally
What
laying
happened to you?
here. No, I'm laying
What?
here.
At
I'm
some
just laying
point
here.
earlier, did you fall asleep?
Yeah. Earlier you got me
Okay.
up. Yeah, you woke me up.
Okay. Oh, good,
Yeah.
good, good.
Not now,
Yeah.
not now.
I called you through Telegram. I did not mean to do that. That was weird. It was real weird.
All good.
All right. So we're in the SGF space. Destinota, if you ever want to come here, just let me know. I'm sure you're happy where you are, though. So stay as long as you'd like. But it'd be weird if Destinota just joins Minecraft every time now. Every week he's just in here, but he's just always right there. So opening night live happened. It was a Jeff Keighley show. I don't know who watched it. I watched it.
Um,
Nope.
Forget. I remember. I didn't fucking
I
remember
have no idea what you just said, Decinoto, but I'm pretty sure you said you forgot. You didn't even care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
that.
Oh,
I didn't remember it was happening.
yeah. Ignore every text I've ever sent.
Nope.
Genesis, did you watch it? You didn't watch it. You said, right?
No, I did not.
Cat, you didn't watch it. Do you know it? Do you know what it is? Opening Night Live. That's Jeff Keighley, the Summer Game Fest and Game Awards guy. He's a guy who takes money to promote video games. His shows are kind of like sevens most of the time. Sometimes they're way lower, and sometimes they could be a little bit higher. But he hosts video game shows. That's where a lot of trailers come from if they're not like an Xbox or Nintendo or PlayStation event. So, fun fact. All right. So I'm going to go through all the things that were announced. I did not watch the pre-show, but apparently the new Dark Anthology game was there. So, look that up.
What is it called?
That's a great question. Dark Anthology. It is called Directive 8020, releasing in 2025.
Directive 8020?
Yeah. So, no idea what it's about, but I'm sure it's scary. So, get excited. All right. So, as you all know, Kat, you don't know. What's happening?
Sorry.
You're good. I take notes during the show, but we're gonna do something a little bit different here because I found better notes that I just liked a little bit more. And I want to shout out the people whose notes these are. I don't know whose notes these are, if I'm honest. Oh, it's on Mara Station. If you've ever been to that website, I've never been to this website, but I literally looked for somebody who live tweeted the show, and this person has more details than my notes. So, all right, show starts. Jeff Keighley pops in, speaks in German. It's terrible. Don't worry about it. First trailer shown, Borderlands 4, coming 2025. They thought it
Is
would
that
be a great
25 or just
tie-in.
coming
What
soon?
the hell?
Does it say coming soon in the trailer?
So,
No, I'm pretty sure it says 2025.
that is quick. That is crazy. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have that in my notes too.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Hold on.
Yikes.
Yeah, no,
So
it
that's like
says
a couple more months
2025.
then. All right. Interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Looks like it picks up where Borderlands 3 left off, apparently. I have no opinion on this. Probably going to be better than the movie. I haven't seen the movie, but probably going to be better.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Probably.
Kevin, you excited for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Genesis, you played Borderlands in some aspect, didn't you?
Yeah. I can't say that I'm super excited about Borderlands 4. I guess I'd have to see more trailers, to see what this thing is all about. But I mean, I, I'm not really interested at this point.
Okay. Cool. All right, moving on. The next thing, another thing Genesis is not interested in, Black Ops 6 was shown off. They promised the omnidirectional movement again. They showed off some campaign footage. It's they also said that you could go loud and fast or quiet and stealthy. It's set in the 90s, so you can expect like over the top action hero kind of stuff. I saw Bill Clinton at one point. It's pretty neat.
I did not have sexual relations. Wait,
That's true. He did not.
that's true. That's true.
Oh, wait a minute. Turned out to be a lie.
Oh.
Turned out to be a lie. Bad guy.
Not
Yeah,
the,
it looked like
gotcha.
It looked like Call of Duty. It looked like a what was fun is the gameplay they were showing. They would go to the action parts, and then as they would walk to the next action part, they would fast forward. It literally showed it fast forwarding like a '90s VHS tape. It was very funny. And then all of a sudden they were on dirt bikes, and it
Creative.
looked like Call of Duty campaign. It still looked it's Call of Duty always graphically it looks pretty good gun sounds. I don't think anybody here is super excited for this except Kevin
Kevin,
I
maybe.
was.
yeah, Kevin is.
Well, Kevin,
I was. Now I got
yeah,
Delta
Sure.
Force.
yeah. Kevin's got Delta Force. Pops up later in the show.
Good.
Spoiler alert.
Cancel your fucking pre-order if you already did it.
Huh?
Did you pre-order Black Ops 6?
No, I thought I did, but I apparently didn't.
Good.
All right. All right. Moving on. The next game. Funny trailer. I would say. I enjoyed this trailer a lot. It's literally it's spoofing Arkham Asylum. The trailer for Arkham Asylum and the opening cutscene for Arkham Asylum, and it's literally called like Remaster Asylum, and it's there's a point where it's like a carriage keeps coming like across the hallway, and it's like re-releasing remasters, and it's supposed to reference Skyrim, and then they pass it, and then it comes through again because they're always re-releasing Skyrim, and it's just a bunch of parodies
Funny.
of like re-releases, remasters, remakes. It's because it's a trailer for Goat Simulator Remastered, which is coming later this year. Honestly, recommend the trailer because there's a lot of neat little references to stuff in there. I just thought it was interesting. I care nothing about this game. I will not buy this. I will not play it. I have no interest in Goat Simulator. But if you want, there you go.
Bah.
Shut up.
Yep. Cool.
Bah.
But yeah, Kevin, I think
Oh,
you'd like the
interesting.
trailer. I think you'd get a kick out of it.
Oh, I'll kick it.
Okay.
Oh.
The next thing shown off is Dying
One
Light.
more.
Next thing shown off, Dying Light: The Beast. It's a new 20-hour adventure with an expanded map. And it's titled The Beast because you're playing as the guy from the first game. Sonic himself, Roger Craig Smith, he returns, voicing the main character from the first game. You're infected. You have some superpowers. You can run and jump across rooftops, like more cool, more like powered than ever before. I guess I don't know. Look, it looked interesting. Again, 20 hours, fun little expansion, its own thing, like kind of cool. Kind of cool. Any interest in this? Genesis, you always talk about Dying Light like you want to get into it. Nope,
All
he's
right.
gone.
No.
Nothing we can do about it. All right. Next was Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It got a final
Hell yeah,
release
baby.
date.
What?
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 What the hell? He's gone again. All right.
No. Sparking Zero is where I'm at.
Oh shit, that's not the next thing. Hold on.
Oh.
Persona 3 Reload DLC was next.
You go back to sleep, pal.
It's Aegis coming out September 10th. That was shown off.
The
Who's
hell
calling
are you
him?
calling me for?
Who's calling him? Is that Cat? Cat calling you?
Yeah.
Hey, Cat. Cat calling's bad. Don't do that.
Wow.
Then it was Dying Like the Beast. And then there was a launch trailer for Black Myth Wukong. Why?
Oh, we're just skipping over Dragon Ball Z now.
No, Dragon Ball Z is after the launch trailer.
Yeah,
I'm going back to
guys,
my notes. That guy was missing stuff.
Got it.
That's on me for not checking. So Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero coming out October 11th.
Did they have a character trailer?
Yeah, there were a bunch of people in the trailer. There are a bunch of characters in that trailer.
I'm gonna
I
have
mean,
to
you'd
look that up
probably
and fucking get hype.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm assuming you'd get hype. It's a pretty hype trailer. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I didn't care for it, but you know, it looked. If I was a fan, I'd be like, oh, let's go. Any other opinions on that? Destino, you usually got a Dragon Ball opinion.
Yeah, I mean the game looks really good. Yeah.
Cool. All right. The next game, great title, King of Meat. It is you create dungeons, and it's 4-player co-op, and you traverse each other's dungeons. It's basically Meet Your Maker, but the art style is a little bit different, and this one looks a little bit more fun than challenging than Meet Your Maker. No date on that one.
There's a sequel?
What?
It's a sequel to Meet Your Maker?
No, it's not a sequel. It's different.
Oh.
It's but you
Never mind.
create dungeons and like go through them.
Wait, because it's the same premise as Meet Your Maker. You make a dungeon in a tower, right?
But yeah, Meet Your Maker was a little different, but it's not a sequel. They're not related.
Interesting.
Okay. The next game was called Linked Banner of the Spark. The poster or the logo for this made it look like it was called O-Linked, but it's just called Linked Banner of the Spark. You could play it alone or with friends. You build your home, you kill robots, and you scavenge the robots' parts to upgrade yourself and like build your little community. Kind of looked fun. The camera's a little bit.
Sounds like an Adam game.
Yeah, the camera's a little bit different than what I would expect from this game. It's more it's not like full on top down, but it's like a like an isometric third person thing. It's very strange. It's very strange. It's not quite the game I'm looking for. It's kind of like a My Time at Porsche or Sandrock, but the camera's a little bit further out. But it looked okay. Looked okay. The next game, Lost Records Bloom and Rage. We saw this before. It's from the Life is Strange people. I said before it was a game for me. Still looks like a game for me, where you're like these. You're like a girl in 1995, and you're starting a band. Turns out it's got a little bit of a scariness to it, because there's something going on in modern day, being like, it basically turns into The Ring, it seems like, where like packages start showing up on these people's door, and they're like, do you remember what happened in 1995? And it's like, what the hell? Honestly, it sounds more interesting than I'm making it out to be. Worth checking out the trailer, I'd say, for that one. It comes out in 2 parts. It comes out February 18th of next year, and then March 18th of next year. So apparently it's episodic.
Called?
It's called Lost Records Bloom and Rage. Destinota, you might be kind of interested in the trailer. I don't know if it's a game for you, but you might be kind of interested in the trailer.
Okay.
Any thoughts on that? Cool. Next game, No More Room in Hell 2. 8-player co-op game. We've seen this before. Generic. Not really remembering too much of it, honestly. It didn't put really any other notes. Anybody have anything on this? Great. Next game, Arc Raiders. It finally showed back up. It's the same developers as the finals. Funny enough, this game was announced in 2021 before the finals, and it's still not out. But they're doing play testing this fall, and it's coming out next year. Any interest in this, Kevin?
What was it?
Arc Raiders?
No.
From the people who made the finals?
No.
All right. Genesis, what about you? Nothing?
Nah.
Okay. Then, if anybody remembers Infinity Nikki, it's that like mobile game where you like dress up a character, but now it's coming to console and it's going to be open world, and
it was at the Sony
yeah,
State of Play.
Yeah, the trailer started and it was like a little cat like singing, going la la la. It was adorable, and I was like, oh no, is this for me? Like, do I want this? And as the trailer went on, it felt a little bit more not for me. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm interested. I'm interested to see more. So apparently Genesis is too.
I remember that trailer.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Going to PS5. Is that coming to all consoles or just PS5?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. So I never write consoles down. I never write consoles. It might be exclusive. I just never write consoles down because in the long run, it just does not matter to me. Kevin, you okay there? Was that necessary? What's going on there?
I,
All right.
fine.
Can't
The
you see I'm
next.
sleeping here? Shut the hell up.
Hey,
Shut
no,
up.
wake up. The next game was Space Marine 2 that's coming out September 9th. It was just a short teaser, didn't really show much if I'm honest. But Space Marine 2, if you like Space Marine, you probably like 2 and everyone seems to be all about this one because it's just that violent third person co-op game you can play with your friends, so could be fun. Kevin, you playing it? You down for
Nope.
that? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know why I asked. Then there was an ad for the game Predecessor, which is oh god. There was a game that launched and it was a failure, and then they were like, let's just make it a mobile game. So then they made it a mobile game, and now it's like kind of popular, and now they call it Predecessor. Can't remember what it was called. I won't worry about it. Something with an R. I don't know. Whatevs. All right, the next thing, Kevin,
Ringo.
you might have an interest in this.
Uh-huh.
Path of Exile 2, early access, November 15th.
I was so happy.
You happy you got a date?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I saw this
Let y'all
trailer.
know if I'm
I gotta
in.
be honest. This trailer started, and I was like, I have no idea what the fuck this is.
I knew immediately.
Yeah, I figured you
Although I
would.
also typed it in, so I knew what it was before I started. But like, even if I saw this randomly, I would know immediately.
Yeah, I was like, is this like a Diablo something? I really had no idea. But then it popped up, and I was like, oh hell yeah, good for Kevin. Good for Kevin.
Oh,
Um, and then
the game looks it looks
yeah,
so
hey,
good.
hey, everybody tune in November. Kevin gonna be
It's
giving
so
his thoughts
pretty.
on Path of Exile 2. Yeah, very
I
pretty from what we saw.
I assume that I'll get in, but we'll see.
I would assume, yeah, I would assume you'll get it.
Because I mean I guess I said early access, but like
Yeah, I
they're
don't think.
supposed to have a beta period, and that hasn't happened yet. So I
Maybe
don't know if
early
that's what
access
they
is the
mean.
beta. I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
very strange. The next game I'm cautiously optimistic for. Genesis? What did you say we're calling him this week? Do you remember? Is he gone again? Yeah, he's gone.
Wow.
All right. Well, whatever. Yeah, you can if you want. I don't know why this.
No, don't call me anymore, you sons of bitches.
Well, stop falling asleep. What did we call him that dude this week? I think you said it earlier.
Uh, oh God. Mm, something CR. I remember. I thought.
Well, that
Connie?
Connie it is. So I'm
Oh,
hesitant for
Kristoff.
Christoph. Oh yeah,
That's what
Christoph.
it
How
was.
could we forget? So I'm hesitant on this game. I think he is too because it's from the Conan Exile people. It's the Dune Awakening open world MMO. Um,
Oh, this game that's going on.
yeah,
Huh?
they showed it off. You can make your appearance and then choose your background of your family. Um, you can construct an ornithopter. You can construct your base. And then you can take blueprints of your base and sell it to other like players to make money off of that, which is kind of cool. So if you design like a cool house, you could make it into a blueprint and sell it to other people. That ornithopter that you can build, you can fly it around, which is cool. There's an in-game radio that gives you like events that are happening in the world, and then there's going to be crazy battles for spice because that's the main thing that everybody's looking for. The Harkonnen are a family that is prominent in the game, and then it's coming early 2025 on PC. Consoles at a later
Okay.
time.
Okay.
They talked about consoles. They just said later. Um, Honestly, everything about this seems so cool, but also it's from the Conan Exile people, so I don't know. So could be big if on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Next game was Reanimal. Cool title. Um, you're a creepy pig. It's from the people who created Little Nightmares 1 and 2, not 3, just 1 and 2. So they're working on Reanimal. It's very strange. It almost felt like a Limbo a little bit. I don't know what it is, if I'm honest. Looked very interesting. The next thing is Genshin Impact. It's getting updates. It's also coming to Xbox November 20th.
Wasn't it Xbox before?
Nope. Only been on PlayStation, mobile, and PC, I think. So maybe not even PC. Don't know. Uh, Next thing was they showed off Monster Hunter Wilds coming in 2025, confirmed for 2025. I think it was already confirmed there. They just said it again. They just showed off Monster Hunter Wilds. Nothing crazy. I mean, if you're a Monster Hunter fan, you probably would have saw something crazy. Just monsters hunting. You know, I don't think anybody here's a Monster Hunter person. So
No. That's another used to be a Monster Hunter person, but that was a long time ago
Very
on the Wii.
briefly. I only really played it a little bit on the Wii, and I didn't really get a hang of the gameplay loop, so I
yeah.
never really went back into it.
Okay. Well, if they ever make a Horizon Monster Hunter, Genesis and I are in. The next
Even
thing
the
is
Horizon, never know, man.
yeah, one day. The next thing is Naraka Blade Point and Tomb Raider like update, like it's like cross Tomb Raider, one of those things where it's like, oh, they're together and something. Coming out August 28th. I think it's an update to Naraka Blade Point. I don't really know what that is, if I'm honest. So Tomb
It's
Raider's
the
coming today.
free-to-play Chinese third-person action RPG,
Sounds fun. Can't wait.
and it's online. I don't know, MMO, something
Sounds
like that.
terrible.
All right. Next thing was Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. It's pretty sure that's a fighting game. I didn't write it down. I'm 90% sure it's a fighting game. Um, Wild that they've announced the release date, April 24th, 2025. So they got a specific date, but it's pretty far away.
Yeah, here in 2025 at this point is so crazy.
Yeah, I know. Um, Next game was Mecha Break, the game that double dipped at the Sony conference and I think the Game Awards or SGF. I don't know. It was so long ago at this point.
Yeah, that you're right. You're right. I doubled up on
Um,
both those.
just a new look at the multiplayer. Looked fun. Looked fine. Apparently, it's one of those
It's
games.
supposedly very good.
Apparently, it's one of those. I've seen things where people are like, it starts off and it's like okay, but as soon as you get like a few rounds in, you're like, oh shit, it starts clicking, and then you're like, oh shit, let's go. And then the
Yeah,
customization, apparently, it's on the level of Armored Core, is what I've heard,
yeah,
where you can like
same.
pick colors and stuff, which I'm like, it's cool. That's cool. So Mecha Break, look into that, everybody. Um, Next thing is Monument Valley 3. Apparently 1 and 2 came out. I don't know. I don't know this game. It's an isometric puzzle game, and it's exclusively on Netflix Games coming December 10th. So, everybody love them Netflix games.
That'll have more of those Netflix games.
Next thing they showed off was Civ 7. Got a release date of February 11th, 2025. I will say during this trailer they were showing off old Civ games, and then I'm pretty sure they showed off the new Civ 7, and I could not tell when the old stuff stopped. And I was like, that's
Hmm.
strange. And then they said gameplay reveal. I think it happened like right after the show or later this month.
Yeah,
In the
there
prison.
was a separate thing for that.
That was right after the show, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I
Or
did
it was
not
like
watch it.
parallel to it.
Kevin, did you see that trailer too? Did that also get you like
What?
the trailer for
No, I
Civ
didn't watch.
7? Oh,
I didn't watch the
okay.
trailer. I don't care about the trailer for it.
Yeah, well, it was wild because they were like, "Wow,
I'll
look at all
watch it.
these
I'll watch
old,
it right now.
look at all these old ones," and then all of a sudden it's like, "Are they showing Civ?" Because I didn't play Civ 6, so I don't really know what Civ 6 looks like.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Um, the next thing is Starfield. It's getting the Rev 8 lunar vehicle. It was a free DLC that came out tonight. So you get to drive around a lunar vehicle to help you explore planets a little bit faster, which is nice. And then they also confirmed that the DLC of Shattered Space is coming out September 30th. So get excited, get
Can you drive a
excited.
car in that now?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I just said. The Rev 8 lunar vehicle.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah, lunar vehicle. It's a car. It's like a
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
like
I
a
thought
like
when I
the
read
rover.
car, I thought yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was like an actual like car. So
No,
when you
no,
said
no.
that, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Pretty cool update. I know a lot of
You get
people
any
complained
confirmation
about
of PS5?
no. I know a lot of people complained about like walking too much in that game. Um so the lunar vehicle pretty wild, pretty wild. Should help. The next game, Marvel Rivals, the fighting game. Winter
That's gonna be
Soldier and Captain
insane. I
America
love
were
this.
shown off. Um, and they showed off their gameplay. Still very similar to Overwatch, but Marvel. Um, the game's coming out December 6th, and they confirmed that all heroes are unlocked and free to play launch day, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Might have to give that one a test out, when it comes out in December. Genesis, you down for that?
Marvel Rivals?
Yeah, the Overwatch with Marvel characters.
Yeah,
December 6th, it's free. We could at least try it.
I'll give it a fucking stupid shot.
All right, the next
Wow.
thing I think is one of the better announcements. Desunoto. This one's for you actually. It's
Oh.
Blur Studios. They teased something called Secret Level. It's from the creators of Love, Death, and Robots. Um, and
Oh.
it's a Prime series coming December 10th, and I have an article I pulled up because this is one I actually wanted to explain. Um, it's an animated anthology series called Secret Level. It reveals full list of featured games, including Pac-Man and Dungeons and Dragons. It is a 15 episode series that will feature games as Pac-Man, Dungeons and Dragons, Crossfire, Exodus, Spelunky, Warhammer, and 40K in various PlayStation titles. Um, each
Mm.
episode will have its own storyline. Um, and here's a list of the games who inspired the 15 stories in season one. Hold on, I gotta take a drink of water. Little little sippy sippy.
While he's doing that Civilization trailer I just watched, they didn't go through all the games. That's why you're confused. I think that's only one and like six.
Okay, so it didn't even show seven.
It did
Okay,
afterward.
in the
There's
end,
a little
I
intro.
barely noticed when it switched to seven. I'll be honest, barely noticed
No,
the
yeah,
graphical
six and seven
difference.
look very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
but it
All right.
starts out with one. Hopefully, you notice the graphical difference with one. Oh
Oh
boy.
yeah, yeah. No, I did notice that. Yeah, yeah. No, that was come
Okay.
on.
But yeah, no, they
um.
didn't. They didn't go like one, two, three, four, five, six. They just went one to six and then started playing seven.
All right. So, Secret Level. Here's a list of games who inspired the 15 stories in season 1. Armored
Oh,
Core, Concord,
ooh,
Crossfire,
ooh,
Dungeons and Dragons,
ooh,
Exodus,
ooh,
Honor of Kings,
ooh.
Mega Man, New World Alternum, Pac-Man, PlayStation, highlighting various PlayStation studios and beloved entities. One of them is Kratos. You see him standing on a street. Sifu, Spelunky, The Outer Worlds, Unreal Tournament, and Warhammer 40K. So this
Wow.
Yeah,
comes
this is a
out.
watch.
This is 100% a watch. I think this is a watch for all of us. And if it's not, what did you not hear me when I said
Mm-hmm.
Sifu and
Do we watch
PlayStation?
it together?
Yeah, we can.
We should all watch it together while holding each other's cock.
So no,
Oh
nope,
yes.
nope. We'll stay at home. We'll stay at home for safety. I guess you two can meet up. Um,
Safety?
But
Ooh.
What?
yeah,
What?
coming
This isn't
coming out
2020.
December 10th on Amazon Prime, 15 episodes, all in CG animation. Tim Miller, the I think he's the head of Blur Studios, and also I'm pretty sure he directed one of the Deadpool movies, the first one I think. Um, and the amazing cutscene of uh what's his face? I can't think of it. I'll think of it later. Oh, Deathstroke and Batman fighting in Arkham Origins. Great cutscene. Watch it. Highly recommend. Um, but he came on the stage and he's like, everybody who's ever watched the CG trailer has always been like, why don't they make a movie like this? Why don't they make a TV show like this? And he's like, now we are. were making that. And he actually got emotional because
Coming
he's
in
like,
long
this
enough.
is what I've always wanted to make. And I'm like, this is literally what we've talked about on this podcast in episodes before. We've talked in person about this stuff.
Jesus
Like,
Christ. This looks fucking good.
this looks phenomenal. I cannot wait. There's a trailer
Holy
for it.
shit.
Yeah, no, this was one of the biggest
I'm
surprises.
watching it right
Just
now.
yeah,
This is
this was one of the biggest surprises for me. Where they're literally making a Sifu episode. Are you fucking kidding me?
there's
Like,
My
so
God.
many games.
yeah,
There's
no,
so
I
many
know.
games I'm seeing right here.
The
Oh,
PlayStation episode, I think I'm gonna cry and come. I just don't worry about that. I'm gonna come with happiness of flowers. I don't know. Don't worry about that. But yeah, no, this was a very nice surprise to see here.
yeah,
Um,
yep.
one of the few surprises that I actually was like, whoa, holy shit, I can't wait for December 10th. And Amazon Prime, they're killing it with the video game stuff right now because they got that Yakuza coming. Though information came out about that where they're like, we're not really following the games and we don't
Yeah,
really do the
I
source
saw
material.
that
It's like,
too.
I don't play the games, but also that's kind of okay, whatever. Um,
Here we
but
go.
all
Here
right.
all over again, baby.
But yeah, Blur Studios. Anybody else have any thoughts on this? Sound interested? Kevin, I know Kevin's on board, 100%.
Oh, I'm on board. I'm
Yeah,
watching it. And
yeah.
if we can find the time to watch together, I'm down.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Can't
We did
wait.
Fallout. We're doing this next.
Oh fuck. Oh, Fallout was so good.
Oh, well, yeah, it was. Remember
Fallout
when we
was
were
real
like,
good.
do we stay up?
Yeah, I do remember that. And then we're like, you know what? Here's the plan. Let's watch it tomorrow. We'll have time to think on. Oh, what a great plan that was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we would have died if we didn't.
what a fucking show!
All
I
right.
can't wait
Yeah.
for season 2.
Yeah. Same. So yeah, secret level 1210. Get hype. Kratos, I
I
can't
am.
fuck. Oh my god, PlayStation. Also, I will say, very funnily, in the trailer they do mention Concord. So Sony was probably like, yeah, you can do PlayStation stuff, but you got to put Concord in there too. And they were like, okay. So
All right, let's put Concord in
They're
there, I
like, what's that
guess.
game?
they were like, I'm sorry, what is that? The plane? Are you talking about the plane? Do you own the plane? Um, at the Microsoft owned flight simulator. What do you want of the Concord? What do you mean? The guy who played the turtle, he's from Flight of the Concord. Is that what you're talking about? Anyways, there's a Moana reference. Moana 2. Kevin's a hater. It's gonna be good.
I am.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
The next thing was Age of Mythology Retold, coming out September 4th. Good. 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 And then Towerborn was shown off, early access September 10th. And then this one, I didn't put too many notes because I'm sure Kevin's going to have something to say about it. Delta Force Hawk Ops, early access Q4 of 2024.
okay.
So is this for
So
consoles?
hold. All right. First, I have no idea. They still haven't really talked about. Well, I mean, I do have an idea. It is
Fuck.
for consoles. They haven't talked about anything console related, however.
Fuck.
And apparently, I did look up Spectre Divide, also coming to consoles, but after PC releases. They're focusing PC first. But anyway, this Delta Force trailer, I'm pulling it up real quick so I can remember. They show off stuff in this that is not in the current build. So there's more destructible environments from what I remember looking at. The alligator, there's a shot of an alligator inside of a building. Right now,
I
they kind of
saw
just
that. I
sit
had a
there.
question about that.
Right now, they just kind of sit there and attack you if you're getting close. But I guess they're going to start roaming the map, which is freaking great.
So that's
What were
fun.
you going to ask about that?
What's up with that alligator? Or crocodile? I couldn't tell.
It's in. I
Went
think
too
it's an
fast.
alligator, and that is in the extraction mode, and they'll fuck you up.
Wow. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, there's entire buildings that collapse. That's not a thing in the current build of the game. So maybe that's also another reason why they're calling what I'm playing right now an alpha, because they're not fully done. We see flamethrowers. That's not in the game currently. Aircraft maybe is making an appearance. They want to put aircraft in the game, but we do see a transport plane crash. It could be part of the campaign. We also get to look at the campaign. a little bit more, and it looks even prettier than when they first showed that off. There was a few other things I picked out too. Uh, I don't know what that throwable is, but I can't really tell what it is either. Oh yeah, sniping a helicopter pilot out. I don't think you can do that currently. If you can, nobody's pulled it off yet, which feels like you just can't do it in this current build. I'm sure somebody would have pulled that off by now. Um, but yeah, it looks like there's gonna be quite a few additions to what we're experiencing right now in the alpha of this game. The building destruction is very evident, and then I don't know, the explosions look better in this trailer as well. They're a lot more like there's a word starts with a C. Someone help me. Someone help me. Cinematic. A lot more cinematic-y, or like a Michael Bay kind of explosion where it's a little over the top. But I kind of like it because right now explosions in the game they're kind of small, which like I guess it's more realistic, but I don't like it. When I blow up a tank, I want to see a fireball. Damn it.
When I eat daddy's ass, I want to see fire come out of it.
Ooh.
It's good to know you're
But anyway,
awake by sexually harassing daddy here.
yeah.
Big
But
fan.
anyway, yeah, no,
Not
this
harassment.
trailer
I,
was
I
very
didn't say it
exciting to
was
watch because they showed off a whole
unconsensual.
bunch of new shit. Um, that alligator running in the building is very interesting too. Yeah, that's terrifying if they're gonna allow them to roam the map, because those things when they attack you, they just freaking like grab onto you and just start like thrashing you around,
Oh,
or like
similar
they
to
thrash around like
Far Cry.
Thrash my ass,
yeah,
daddy.
And Red Dead 2, Kevin, walking into an alligator's
uh huh,
mouth, they fuck you up.
uh huh. Same
Especially if
thing
they
in
catch you
this.
off guard, they kill you immediately.
They don't kill you immediately in this. Like they give you enough time for
That
like a
makes
teammate
sense.
of yours to shoot the alligator and kill it. But like if you don't react, no, you're fucked. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like you can't like, oh, force the alligator's mouth open. No, that don't work.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So you excited for that one? I'm assuming.
Oh, I've
Is
been excited for
Battlefield
both
gonna
already.
die? If it, you know what? Never mind. It's
Yes.
already dead. they did it themselves.
Here's the thing, like,
Battlefield
and
slit
I
its
think
wrist as it got into the bathtub.
EA has already started talking about the next Battlefield game, and like they better be playing this game, otherwise they have no shot. Like this is just way beyond what Battlefield 2042 pulled off. Arguably better than 6 and 5, 5 and 1. I don't know, whatever the previous two were. Even if they did
We
six
don't
and
have to talk about their numbers.
yeah, that's fair.
Battlefield and Xbox, no idea which one came first and which one's the second or third or fourth. So,
Yep.
all right, cool. Genesis, you gonna join in on Delta Force if it comes to when it comes to console?
Fucking
Absolutely
better. It's
fucking
free to
yes.
play.
Hell yeah.
Adam, you should play too. It's
Oh,
free to
maybe
play.
maybe I'll jump in too. We'll see. Destinoda,
Oh,
you gonna play for 2 minutes and then fucking ditch us
oh,
every day?
oh. Adam's gonna
It's
join
so
us.
fun.
Can't
Honestly,
you gonna look at it
I'll
and go,
probably
nah, I'm not
try
playing, and
it
then show
out.
up and be like 40 levels higher than everybody else?
Adam, do you like extraction shooters? Or the concept of it, I should say.
Nah, I don't like objectives and shooters.
Oh, okay.
I just like shoot. It just if you want to give me something, just give me shooting. Like I don't need to do stuff.
Adam.
I mean, yeah, all right. You can still like Delta Force.
Yeah, I'm sure we would have some fun in it. Yes, Genesis.
You better join us. I'll come so hard.
I already said I would join you. Please don't make me take that back. Um,
Oh.
Oh.
the next thing was
Oh.
Kingdom Come. Hey, Kingdom Come.
Oh,
Kingdom
game.
Uh,
Come Deliverance.
Deliverance 2. It's coming out February of 2025. No date, like no specific date, just February. It's coming out. They got 28 days to figure it out. Well, they got more than that, but you know what I mean. It looked like Kingdom Come Deliverance, but a second one. Um, Seems like a game for
Come.
Genesis because it's all white people.
Hell yeah,
Uh,
baby.
Wow.
Let's go.
then
All white.
I didn't know you
Zenless
liked them
Zone
that
Zero
much.
was shown off. With a new
Yeah.
area, and in parentheses, I put congratulations, Desunoto. Um,
Oh.
and I thought that was funny because even though I know you don't play this, it just always seems like a game you play. But it's really funny because the next thing they showed off was Honkai Star Rail, which I always say you play, which is not. But at the same time, they showed off Honkai Star Rail Cross Fate. It's like a
Oh.
Fate and Honkai Star Rail thing that's happening,
Oh yeah,
coming
yeah. I
out
know. Fate's doing a
Q3 of
collab.
2025. So I just thought that was
Yeah,
really funny that I made that joke.
yeah,
And then the second thing that showed up was something that I also made the joke with you, but it's actually partnering with a game that you play all the time. So props
yeah.
to me. Comedy just it works in threes. Works in threes. Um then they showed off Batman Arkham Shadow. Sonic himself, Roger Craig Smith, back as Batman because it's young Batman of the Arkham games. Exclusive to MetaQuest 3, you're hunting the Rat King, which is not a super popular Batman villain, but hopefully this turns that around. The one thing that I found cool in this trailer, you get to see Harvey Dent pre his Two Face transformation, which was cool as shit. And I can't wait to watch some videos and hopefully the campaign of it because, God, I hope that's good. But again, if nobody knows this, Two Face is my favorite Batman villain. Which, if you didn't know that,
Mm.
crazy. I love Two Face. I just think he's so cool. The coolest design, the perfect example of a character that is literally always like trying to choose between right and wrong because that's just not how life is because right and wrong sometimes blend a lot, but this man is so stuck in that. And then also it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like the Hulk. That's why it's Hulk is my favorite Marvel character. I just like the idea of a man who's just on the brink of being insane. Even though sometimes he's insane, sometimes he's a normal man. But yeah, can't wait to see it. Didn't really care for Troy Baker's take on Harvey Dent Two Face in Arkham City. I thought his voice was a little bit lacking. I was disappointed they didn't bring back Richard Mole, but Richard Mole was a little too old. Um, he voiced Two Face in the animated series, which I still maintain is the best origin of Two Face. Kevin, I know you've watched that episode not terribly long
Hmm?
ago. The Two Face episode
What?
of Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
Yeah, you watched those
Uh-huh.
not too terribly long ago. Love Two Face Part One and Two. Such a
Yep.
great representation of Harvey Dent Two Face. Absolutely love that character. Again, not a big role in this game probably, but I was just really excited to see him. It's coming out October 2024. I'm sure I'll have a little discussion about the game, just based on cutscenes alone. Again, I don't own MetaQuest 3, and I'm not interested in playing a VR Batman game where you have to do combat because I don't get sick easily, but I would get sick. Just looking at this game, you should have just made a regular Batman game, but Warner Brothers doesn't know how to handle a franchise or an IP or anything. So, where the fuck is Wonder Woman? Not important. Maybe, hey, Game Awards, maybe, maybe. Um,
Maybe.
the next thing was Little Nightmares 3, not to be confused with the other game that's made by the creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. This is not from the same people. This is from a different studio that's making Little Nightmares 3. It looked like Little Nightmares 3. Get excited, I guess. Um, and then a game that I feel like if Genesis saw, he'd be like, "This game's for you, Adam." It's called Herdling. Looks like you're
Sounds like it's
herding.
for you.
Yeah, you're herding yaks. They look like yaks. It's coming 2025, and it's from the people who made that Far Tide Changing Shores or whatever, Far Tide Shore, whatever the hell that game was called. Um, that's coming out. Um, Anybody interested in herdling? Anyone want to herd some yaks? Great. Yaks.
The etching?
A yak. It's an animal. You ever play Uncharted 2? Go play Uncharted 2 and you'll figure it out. Um, The next thing was Peter Molyneux is back. Why? Is what I had. That's the first thing that came out of my mouth when he showed up. And then in my notes I put he lies, so no thanks. Because he has lied. He's lied. He lies about the games he promotes. If you're not, if you don't remember, he had that game Milo, and he just made up shit in order to sell it to people. It was like a boy, like in Connect, basically cat in Connect. Um, and it was like, oh, you could talk to him, he could be your friend, and then they just put out fake trailers, and then they were like, ah, you caught us, it's not real, doesn't work. So he was kind of disgraced for a while. He moved to mobile games, and then he made a cheeky little joke that mobile games didn't work out for him. Um, and then he was talking about how he self-funded this game that he's created, Masters of Albion. And Jeff Keighley's like, he self-funded this, trying to like save him to make him look like an okay person. He seems like he's trash. Then I saw the game, and I honestly thought it didn't look terrible until I saw the combat. Um, it
Yeah.
is, it's like
Yeah.
a top-down city builder god game where you can make sandwiches for some reason. You can place
Fucking.
buildings, you could pick up people, and I thought that was cool. And then you could possess people, and then it showed off like you could possess them and then fight in third person. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then they showed it, and I was like, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I would just play it as the top down god guy, you know? Um, it again, it's only made by 20 people, so it could be cool. It could be polished. There's no date for it or anything. But also, Peter Molyneux lies, and I don't trust anything this man says. I will only trust people who play the game, and then they'll probably play it and go, "This is trash." So we'll see. We'll see. Kevin, you
100%. This game is going to be absolute trash.
yeah,
This
yeah.
looks like a worse version of Black and White.
Oh,
Um, there's nothing new here. Literally, he's done all this before, except for that you can now make the sandwiches piece by piece. Oh boy, why are we making a sandwich? Who knows? Why are you able to put a loaf of bread on the hilt of a sword? Who knows? But you could do it.
have fun.
Apparently, he thinks it's funny. Just have fun. No,
Have fun.
no, you're doing this to to try to like sell your game that's going to be absolute shit because you have no idea what the freaking hell to do. You make the same fucking shit over and over and over and over and over again. No one's going to buy this.
Hey, Kevin, are you losing
People like
connection with everybody?
no. Only
I
Z
lost
or Genesis.
I lost connection with Genesis, Desinoto, and Cat. I cannot
Oh,
voice
no.
chat with them, and both of them left my game.
Well,
So, all
but
right, we'll just
yeah, I don't know.
continue, I guess.
Black and white's just I don't know. It Black and White was really good for the time that it came out at because there wasn't really anything that was trying to be it, and then nothing really tried to be it either. Like the closest thing that I can think of would be like Spore, kind of, but like nobody wants to play that game again. I don't
Oh,
know. Oh, he's
Oh,
gone. Rip.
no, he's
oh,
gone.
Um,
hey, Desinoto's back. I can hear him.
I don't know. Maybe I'm ratting on the game too much, but it looks
Yeah,
dated. Everything
Peter.
about it.
I thought honestly, in the God mode, I thought it looked okay. Oh no, Desinoto's gone for me
It's
again.
there's nothing new. Like it's all black and white. Everything is
Yeah,
new.
I don't think it looked like graphically. I think it looked okay. Like I think it looked fine,
Graphically is fine,
except for the
but
third person that looked bad.
yeah,
All right, Peter Molyneux, also just a liar, so careful. Um,
careful.
the next thing, I feel like I should wait for everybody to come back, so you can still hear Desinoto.
I have not had any issues. I heard everybody. The only issue that I had with Genesis just exploded.
Yeah, he left the party.
He said like 3 words and then died.
Oh, there
Oh,
goes Cat. And Desinoto.
oh, yeah. It's there and they all died. All right, cool.
Okay,
Oh,
he's back. Well, let's see if I connect to
oh.
him. Give it a second here.
Is Daddy back? Daddy in my. Nope, nope,
Nutty. He's not.
nope.
Desinoto's back. Cat's back. I can't chat with any of them so far. Can you?
Nope. I don't hear him.
I wonder if their files went down.
Yeah, something messed up on their end, I think.
Yeah, because we're both good. Okay, anyways, I'll continue. The next thing was Squid Games Unleashed, also a Netflix
Fucking
game.
God.
It looked like a Fall
This
Guys,
game
but Squid
is
Games.
trash on every level.
Yeah, it looked.
This is Squid Game marketed to kids who are gonna steal mom and dad's credit card.
Well, I mean, probably, but also it's on
Tell
Netflix, so
me
I
I'm
don't.
wrong.
I mean, it could be a what's it called? Um, can't think of what's it
Wait,
called.
what's happening right now?
Why?
Genesis just disconnected from everything, but he's in Minecraft.
Oh, that's yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
But anyway, no, okay, let me further explain here. There's no violence in this game. There's implied violence. There's no actual violence. There's no blood.
Yeah.
There's no nothing. The sniper rifles are using tranquilizer rounds. I'm pretty sure I saw the darts. And just like stuff just like hits you, your character falls over. Adam's right. Looks exactly like Fall Guys, set up in an incredibly similar way. And I guarantee you that this game is going to have cosmetics like crazy, and maybe even more monetized bullshit. And the reason why there's no violence and there's no nothing else is so that they market it toward children because there's Halloween costumes for Squid Game everywhere, even though it's like an adult thing and kids should not be watching that show like at all. Um, got to get them in on it, because it's pop culture. And what do we give a shit?
Yeah.
Why do we give a shit? But like, I don't know, man. This could be cool. Because at
Yeah.
first when I saw it, I'm like, "Ooh, a Squid Game game. Hold on a minute." And then I saw it actually like being played, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't give a shit anymore."
Yeah. I was like, oh, Squid Game. Okay. I didn't care for the idea of the show. It's just nothing about it interested me. So this game just doesn't interest
Oh,
me
I
at
thought you
all.
watched it.
No, I didn't watch Squid Game. I can't. That's
Oh,
not a type of show for me. Um,
wait, wait, didn't we talk about it?
Desinoda watched it.
Oh,
Hey, he's back.
and your mom watched it?
My mom watched it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about Squid Game, the Netflix. Did your internet go down? Very strange, because it happened to all three of you at the
I
same
don't
time.
hear, I don't hear Sonoto, but I hear Cat.
Wait, you don't hear Desinodo?
Nope.
Wait, do you hear Desinodo, Cat? Cat, Desinodo, speak for a second. You guys didn't hear that?
I heard it, but it didn't sound like through his microphone. It
No,
sounded like through somebody
he's on the
else.
PlayStation app. He's using the phone. Oh, it
Oh,
looks like your console's back too. Looks like you're back in the party. Everyone disconnected. All three of you disconnected for some reason. Kevin is the only one that stayed. Kevin and I were the only ones. We were just hanging out here.
Oh,
Genesis might be dead. I don't know what happened to him.
yeah,
No,
it's
no,
really
no, no, no. It's too late. It's too late. Don't bother. Don't bother. No, he said no more calls. He'll be mad. He has
Yeah, no
babies.
more
We can't. It's
calls.
too late. We can't. The babies. Yeah. They'll wake up. They'll shoot him. You know, they don't have that moral sense yet. They could kill him. They wouldn't even know. They'll be like, "Oops, Dada, wake up," or "Papa, wake up," whatever the hell they call him. You know what I mean? That's what's scary about children
Yep.
at that young age. They could literally stab you to death and think they're playing a game until they grow up and realize, like, why do I have a weird fear of knives? Then all of a sudden they unlock a repressed memory of stabbing their dad to death while he's playing Minecraft and
Oh
trying to
my
do a podcast.
god.
But anyways, hopefully that never happens to him. But yeah, the Squid game coming to Netflix. Fall Guys. Yeah, Kevin and I not a fan. Don't care for it. Won't play it. I didn't watch it. Not that my type of show. Never will. Um. Anyways, next. Unknown Nine Awakening. We'll get through this one before Genesis comes back if he does. It's an Indian game. It's like very big in Indian culture. Kind of looks like Shadow of Mordor a little bit. You got some powers. You're an Indian lady. We saw this before. It's a very double A game. The previews for it weren't great when people talked about it back at I think Summer Game Fest. It also has like a comic and a bunch of other stuff, so they're like really trying to build a universe off of it. It's coming out October 18th. Looked interesting enough. Could be
Okay.
fun at like $20, a Black Friday pickup maybe, but could be all right. The next thing, Arena Breakout Infinite. I don't know what this is. That's all I wrote for it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's bad.
Don't please, please don't do it. I haven't looked into this game too much, but like people were really hype on it, and then apparently the company started doing some real shady shit, and like you can buy ammunition for real money or some shit was
Oh,
like a thing
perfect.
that
Just
was
like
happening
real
for a while.
life.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know, man.
Well, I know Arena Breakout was a like a mobile thing, and then Infinite is the console version where it's open world and it's bigger and better and more fun or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Seems bad, but whatever. Then Blizzard came on stage. The CEO of Blizzard, not the company itself. That'd be wild. I don't know how they would do that. But she came on stage, talked about WoW. They talked about Diablo 4: Vessel of Hatred, and then they looked at you got a look at the mercenary companion in Diablo 4. I know nobody here is interested in these because I knew Kevin would be upset by all of it.
What happened?
Diablo 4.
Oh, Diablo 4? Yeah, this was. Oh my god, this trailer. I was like, oh shit, are we getting more classes? Are we getting more classes? And they're like, hey guys, mercenaries. I'm like, oh fucking great, woohoo. Hey guys, did you also want a new PvE co-op thing? I love how they emphasize co-op. People play in parties already and run all the content in the game in parties cooperatively. So what the fuck did you actually make? Um, no, no, this was the worst thing in the world. Diablo 4 is done for me. This is so stupid. Path of Exile 2 is coming out soon, maybe, because it's sounding like the early access thing is actually early access and not a
Yeah.
beta. The beta, I guess, is happening before that. Um,
Oh, interesting.
so yeah, no, like, I'm done with Diablo. Fuck it. You
Fair.
don't even know like what content people want.
All right.
Or
All
you can't
right.
market it.
Genesis
I'm not sure
confirmed
which
that
yet.
he's done for the night.
All right.
So
Wow.
yeah, no, honestly, he's not missing too much here. Also, he was a sleepy boy. He can watch the ending, so everybody say hello to Genesis because he's definitely watching this. Hi, Genesis. Wow, we look
Oh,
like idiots in the future, or he did watch this. We'll find out next week. Probably not. We'll all forget. Anyways, the next thing was the first Berserker Kazan. It's coming out early 2025. We saw this before, and that's all.
this is interesting. I'm still
Yeah,
intrigued.
still intrigued. Good.
That's an order. If you're not intrigued, you should look at it.
What was it?
The what
The
the
first Berserker Kazan.
Oh, I think I saw something.
I think you did watch whatever because we talked about how like it looks close to the Berserker anime, but like we don't think it's actually in that story.
Yeah, I
Um,
think this is definitely something separate.
Yeah, it's coming out early 2025 though. So new trailer. So look it up. Maybe a change for the better for
it's
everybody.
not. It still looks like ooh,
Could be
maybe.
good. Could be good.
Yeah.
All right. The next thing was Ara History Untold coming out September 24th.
There's a new trailer.
Yeah, new
Oh,
trailer.
baby.
Little bit of live action, a little bit of gameplay.
Wait,
Release
when is it
date
coming out?
September 24th.
Holy shit.
So it's soon. Soon.
I'm really hyped for this game.
It's good. It looks good. It looks good. Um, next thing, Dark and Darker, mobile.
Whoopie doo, no one
Whoopie doo,
cares. Oh
whoopie doo
yeah.
indeed. The next thing, an Atom game. Some would say Genesis has patented Atom game. It's Animal Crossing in the sky. It's an Animal Crossing knockoff. You have islands, but they're not in water; they're in the sky. And it's literally Animal Crossing. So everything about it looks like Animal Crossing. You can change the weather though. You have superpowers. You're little tiny people who are adorable and maybe hot. I don't know what's going on with the art style, if I'm honest. Um, and then you can farm. I need to see more of it. I could be interested if it's actual Animal Crossing and not like a gotcha game, but I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Um, then the next thing, Indiana Jones coming out December 9th for Xbox. So it's literally it is making 2024 apparently. So um and then they confirmed that PlayStation's getting it spring 2025. And I saw a lot of people were shocked by this. Uh I guess I am too a little bit, but at the same time, it's it's a Disney IP, so I wouldn't be surprised if Disney was like, "Can you put this everywhere?" I don't know if this was actually a Microsoft decision, but also Microsoft is changing their strategy to have their games launch more places so they can actually sell copies. So, yeah. Anybody interested in playing Indiana Jones when it comes out?
No.
Nah.
Not at all. Same. Um, and then it ended on a teaser for a game called Mafia: The Old Country, baby. Let's go! Um, it's literally a teaser, and it's literally like a guy walking around being like, "Hey, you know, things used to be different. They used to be like this back in the old country." And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Welcome to Sicily." It's the year 1900 or somewhere around there, and it's like, "Oh fuck, baby, let's go." I've been waiting for a new Mafia game to be announced. Um,
Oh, it's like a brand new.
It's a new Mafia game. It's called
Oh
Mafia: The Old
shit.
Country. It's set in 1900 Sicily, and it's the origins of the mafia. And they're like, it's about a linear. It's back to the
Oh.
linear story. Um, I can't fucking wait. I platinumed Mafia 1, 2, and 3. Um, I've played each game like I played the first one 3 times, the second one twice, and the third one 6 times, but I had a nightmare of a time with the platinum trophy. That's why I played it 6 times. Don't worry about that. Um, Still enjoyed that game quite a bit. But I audibly was like, yeah, like when this showed up because I'm so excited for a Mafia game. And it said stay tuned for more in December. So the Game Awards definitely showing up at the Game Awards. So very excited to see more of Mafia: The Old Country. Um, so, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. It's also Hangar 13.
Oh.
There was a rumor that Hangar 13 was dying like some years ago, and then they were kind of like almost shuttered, basically, where a lot of them went to go work on other things, and they were basically a skeleton crew. Apparently, they built back up, and they're working on Mafia: The Old Country, baby. Let's go. Hangar 13 lives for Mafia, baby. Let's go. Um, so yeah, I was actually very happy about this. So this and the Blur Studio news is like the best thing to come out of here for me, and maybe that Animal Crossing thing. So, any takeaways for anybody? Kevin, Delta Force, obviously.
Yeah.
PoE 2.
Dallas Force PoE2. Our
They
History
the
Untold
Blur
trailer
thing.
was interesting.
I'm sure.
The Blur thing.
Yeah, the Blur Studios, the show coming to Prime. Video
Oh
games.
yeah.
Secret
Secret
Level.
level or whatever. Yep. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Shit. What was the other thing?
I don't know.
Oh, I gotta go through your list again. Keep talking.
Arkham Shadow, I'm excited to see. Delta Force, we already said. Marvel Rivals, I'm sure that Z and I,
That
or
game's gonna be
Genesis and I, will
trash. I
check it
can't wait.
out. Kevin, thank you. Thank you for always
You're
believing.
welcome.
Civilization 7, maybe? Could be cool.
No, Mecha Break.
Oh, yeah, Mecha Break. That's not for me, I don't think.
I think that's for me.
I always want mech games to be cool, and every time I play one, I go, this is too slow. I don't want this. I'd rather play as a human being.
This one I think is fast though.
Yeah, but it's not for me. It's not for me.
I was really excited for you. I actually was watching the show when Mafia: The Old Country came on, and I was like, oh shit, Adam's
Oh,
gonna love this.
oh, Kevin! Every thought you had of me, it double it. I was so happy. I was so excited because I was like, oh, what is this? And then all of a sudden, I was like, what's going on here? Why does he sound like he's in? Oh my god! Also,
Oh my god.
the show started with a 2K announcement and ended with a 2K announcement.
Oh
Because it started
yeah,
with
yeah.
Borderlands 4, and when Borderlands 4 started and it said 2K, I was like, oh, is this Mafia? And by the time we got to the ending, where a 2K
Mhm.
logo was shown, I did not think Mafia at all.
Right.
So I was like, oh, cool. Oh, what's this? More Borderlands? Is this like Tiny Tina's 2 or something like that? And then
Little Nightmares 3 looked good too. Anyway, yeah.
it was like, hey, this is Mafia. And I was like, oh, baby, let's fucking go. Let's go. Probably not going to
It
play this
looks
game
good
for
too.
like 4 more years, but let's go.
It looks real good.
But yeah.
Oh
Any takeaways,
yeah.
Kat, Decinoto?
Oh. Oh, no, I don't think so.
All right. All right. Cool. Kat, you got anything to say about it? Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Well, that's the end of the show. Genesis usually closes us out. Hold on a second. There's some shit going on here.
Oh shit.
What? What the fuck?
What? What?
Okay. It looks like
Oi,
the
Muppet.
there was a rumor of a Bully remaster. It
Yeah.
looks like Bully is now available to play as part of the GTA Plus membership. So this might have
Oh,
been what
interesting.
people were thinking, which is fucking crazy. Why would anybody get a GTA Plus membership to play? Whatever, I don't care. Um, God, the more I learn about the GTA Plus stuff, the more I'm worried about GTA 6. But whatever, we'll figure that out when we get there. All right, yeah, that's the end of this week. Thank you for
Oh man,
watching.
who's playing in the Concord Early Access, guys?
Uh, you know, okay, easy way to figure this out. Take the number of people on Earth,
Yeah.
divide it by 2 until you only have 2. Keep dividing it by 2 until there's 2 left, and then subtract 4. That's how many people are in that. Um,
Oh.
Let me save you some time. -2. So there's 2 people unplaying Concord. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Hopefully that game is a success. We want every game to be a success here because we're a happy, positive place. Because Genesis is in here currently.
Guess what?
So yeah.
Guess what, everybody? Next week, since we're about to end this, next week, Star Wars Outlaws.
Well, will you have it before the podcast?
I have it in a little less than 6 days.
Kevin, that's before the podcast. Good to know. Good to know.
I
Could have just said yes, but instead you chose more words. So good for you.
did.
Good for you. Kevin,
I
it was a
have the
pleasure.
countdown going right here.
Kevin, it was a pleasure knowing you. Good luck finding your life after you get lost in a world of a
Oh
Ubisoft
my
game. Hopefully.
god.
Um,
Oh.
it was a pleasure building that ass with you today.
It was.
Um, worth checking out. Destinoto, you got out of the game, right? How long were you looking? I'm surprised you didn't try to get back in the game just to stare at that. He's
Oh
probably
yeah,
like,
kick me out.
when do I say, invite please, invite please, invite please. But yeah, no, thanks for
Oh.
joining us, Kat. Thanks for joining us, Destinoto. Try to be on time next week. Um,
Yes.
you both enjoy your time at your anime convention in New York City. If everybody's going, stay safe, have fun. No
Oh,
terrorist
thanks.
events, please. Um, yeah, that's it. Get out. Go away.
Mhm.
The end. No one's
Mm.
watching, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm Ferris Bueller. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Hey, get the fuck out. I said, get out. I'm changing.